Wewe connect mic yako?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. 1 second.
Needs to record the sound.
We're on.
It's recording.
Mic check 1 2. Yeah, I'm good.
All right. Let's go do a mic check, everybody.
Mic check.
Mic check 1 2.
Check 1 2.
Mic check 1 2.
3 4.
Okay, it's mine which was not.
This is the one.
Mic check.
Aya, twende kazi.
Hey.
Are we fooling this kazi?
We gotta funga it. Otherwise it will cooler your head.
Duta is like, I know you. I know you and I don't.
Ataki maneno mingi.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a special edition of the Kishingani podcast. That's a big fish in the building. Yeah.
From the leg side.
Hey, Shoma.
Brian Ogolla in the building. Hollywood Maneno.
Check
I
hapa.
tell you.
By the way, kutoka hapa hivi. From now on, we're just now high
All the way
flying.
up.
Yeah.
It's all the way up.
Hey, nothing can
My
stop us.
ex is regretting.
Why
Did I leave him? He knows people, kumbe.
Let's start PSA. Ukilipata please. Salimia na mikono mbili.
Was it Brian? Karibu sana.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much.
You
Thank you
told me
for
you had a busy day today.
Yes. Busy day. Have a lot of things to get done with my new podcast.
Hey.
Shout out.
Yeah, it's called Cast on Q for the film community here in Nairobi and beyond.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Shout out. It's nice to have such a thing now, you know.
Yes,
It's the first of its kind, no?
It is. There are a lot of issues in our sector. I say sector because we are not yet an industry. And so, the goal is to grow to a point where we make the business an industry. Yeah, so that watu wanaweza kujikimu na, usanii.
Yeah, kujikimu.
So, cast on Q means sana ni ma-actor?
Tunaongea na wasanii, but also not limited to just actors.
Yeah, because I felt some sort of way.
Already.
Yeah, but talking to different creatives, basically anyone in the creative space.
Yeah.
Very many topics, both contentious and important topics that I think a lot of times we find ourselves having on set or behind the scenes, but you never really feel like you can go somewhere and say, okay, so this is what's going on in the business, and this is what we can do to make it better, or these are the people we don't think should be in the space.
Okay.
There is that, Sindio.
Yes. There is always that. There are always issues in every industry. And I think the actors industry is very interesting. Yeah, because as an art form, it's not, no offense to comedians.
About to have a friend.
It's not, I think it can be considered as a form of high art or high-end art. And the way human beings interact with it is almost always transcendent.
Oh, okay.
Cheki, hiyo kizungu.
Transcendent.
Fungue podcast. Research.
Transcendent.
Check it.
Mimi nimesema.
No, but
Yeah.
okay, go ahead.
No, I didn't even have like a point per se, although I would say
Yes, ma'am.
that I have had this discussion with other creatives before, and I'm like, you know what, acting looks kind of hard compared to many of the other art forms. I would say acting, dancing,
I would say
to just live off and do to a very, I don't know, very tangible.
Like living off it as a career, like paying your bills.
It's not something. It's something that you can just feel. It's a vague thing, if I can put it that way. That it's not really tangible.
Oh, okay.
Even as I say,
Unless it's put in the right setting.
Well, here's something most people don't consider. We perform all the time,
Yeah, true.
even
True
for
that.
your girlfriend. People are about to put on
Even right now.
performances on Valentine's.
Yeah.
You know, people are about to put on proper performances,
Yes,
and
award winning.
yeah, and so we
What
act
nuggets.
all the time. Everyone acts all the time,
Yes.
and what most people don't realize is that whatever you're doing, when you're talking with your dad or when you're talking with your spouse, that's a form of acting. Now, the tricky part when it's in front of a camera is for you to forget that there's a camera and there's a crew,
Yeah.
and that you guys are not playing pretend. Yeah, so that you can bridge that gap and be able to convince yourself that I am living truthfully in imaginary circumstances.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So a good actor in front of a camera, just it's like the camera is not there. That's a good actor, right?
Yes, I'll speak a little bit about James Bond, Daniel Craig, the most recent.
Oh yeah,
Guy, yeah,
Daniel
as-
died in that.
Yeah, so his casting process, the thing is, you actually figure out that they've used one scene to cast all the James Bonds.
Okay.
From what was his name? Was it
Sean Connery.
Yes, Sean Connery, all the way to Daniel Craig. They've always used one scene to do the casting, and everyone who tries out that role does the same scene. And it's not about, I think, yes, for sure, there's definitely about emotional range and acting range, but also just who's the most natural.
Okay.
Yeah, and I don't know, there's something you watch, especially with Daniel Craig, for me, that it's just so natural. You know, and it's easy for you to believe that, yeah, this is a guy who has a license
Yeah, who
to
can
kill.
do things.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
On the-
Yeah, he can do things. And
Yeah.
that takes years of practice. Yeah, and when you read about Daniel Craig, yeah, that guy has paid his dues. Yeah, like in the theater space in London, he has quite, a repertoire.
body of work?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I couldn't even have said that. I thought guys were ingiliating him because he didn't look like the usual James Bonds.
Who's your favorite James Bond?
I don't have a favorite, but the time we were watching it because of the nostalgia, because we were watching with my dad and it was videotapes back then.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say Pierce.
Same. Yes, I would
Yeah.
say my favorite is also Pierce Brosnan,
Pierce.
and then Daniel Craig. And for Pierce Brosnan, it's the same. For Pierce Brosnan, it's more about his charm. Like that guy is so. Can I cuss?
Yes, yes.
He is so fucking charming. And it's like in every single scene when you watch him, and so it's easy to believe that, yeah, this is definitely
Yeah.
a spy because his charm, man, like it's off
But
of
his
the
hair
charts.
then get messed.
It's very convincing. On there. Yeah.
The name is Bond. James.
James Bond.
I think, to be honest, Daniel Craig is my favorite Bond. How about Batman? Who's your favorite Batman?
Batman.
Yeah.
Ooh. So as a big Christopher Nolan fan, I love the Dark Knight trilogy that he did. I found it a little bit goofy the way Batman had to talk like this for him to be Batman. I found that
I want to go to sleep.
I found that very goofy, but the character work, especially from Heath Ledger as the Joker, and the way they told that entire story, it was just, I think it was peak high-end art.
So it was the writing more than the character.
Yes, yes.
Who was that Batman?
Yeah.
It was why am I forgetting his name?
In my mind.
Or with Heath Ledger.
Yes.
I forget.
Jeez.
I haven't watched Batman.
Wait, Jamie Mas.
Yeah.
Who was the Batman on the?
Sule boys ako na kamdomo kako hivyo inaitwa nani?
He also has Pierce Brosnan like.
Yeah, what's his
Isn't
name?
Batman?
No.
Batman on which name?
The Dark Knight
Dark Knight
trilogy by
Rises.
Christopher Nolan. I'm so upset at myself
Even
for
me,
forgetting
I'm
his name.
upset.
Yeah.
Why you
I don't
upset?
know that nigga.
Because
Is
it's
it
my
Chris-
favorite.
Christian Bale?
I made
Yeah,
describe.
Bale.
Yeah,
Oh.
Christian Bale. Yeah, so Christian Bale, I would say that's like second best. But after watching The Batman, Robert Pattinson, this
The caffeine Batman.
yes, the very latest one with
Remember
Penguin.
Twilight?
Yes,
Oh.
I
Emaciated
really
Batman.
yes I loved that version of Batman because sometimes you play along into the superhero comic thing, He has to have a six-pack.
Yeah.
Has to be big and
Yeah.
buff. But when you watch UFC videos and you watch fighting content, you realize size has nothing to do with who wins a fight.
Yeah, he has to be tall. He has to have a podcast, award-winning shows.
Yeah.
A scrawny guy like me,
Yeah.
breaking the stereotype.
Yeah, you keep doing
Exactly.
podcasts.
So when you see him, and the thing for me with Batman is his superpower, has never been the gadgets or the expensive cars and all these things he has to make for himself as a suit. It has always been his intellect and his competency as an investigator. And I think that film perfectly captures that.
Yeah.
Batman as the investigator, someone who's far on another level compared to anyone else when it comes to figuring out actually this crime was committed by who.
Okay.
Yeah, so I would say Robert Pattinson is, for me, my favorite Batman, but it could change.
Yeah.
Bash, who's your favorite Batman?
George.
So, if you're like you're doing well in your acting, is it hard to break out into Hollywood?
Yes, I will say absolutely. I know people who I consider to be far more talented and skilled than I am, who have gone to New York and LA and have tried, just trying to pay their dues. But the competition there it's on a much, much broader scale. Because you go to an audition, there's someone who can play the piano, can play the violin, can dance, can sing. They went to Juilliard.
Ooh, yeah.
And so
What is Juilliard?
Julia Schuller.
yeah, it's a school for creatives.
Oh, okay. It's a major school.
Major
Prestigious.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Eric Wainaina went to Juilliard. I'm
I
not
think he
sure.
went to Berkeley.
He went to Berkeley.
Yeah, Berkeley is also prestigious as well
Yes,
for music.
yes, for
It's
sure.
very prestigious.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah.
Wewe usikize vile unaambiwa na Brian hapa. Hajui Julia ananianzia.
Prestigious.
So yeah, it's difficult to break into Hollywood, and I mean, even for someone like Lupita, maybe I'm now, getting into conversations about privilege, but I don't really think it's like a privilege thing, because no one really applies to be born
Where there is privilege.
where there is privilege. And so Lupita is a Mexican Kenyan.
Yep. Kama mkujua by the.
Yes, and that kind of helps, because the main issue, especially now in America, is where will you work? Because when you don't have the papers, even the Screen Actors Guild in Hollywood, they have a really difficult time, because it means spending more money on you just to get you.
Okay.
Yeah. Someone like Eddie Gadegi.
Yeah, shout out.
Yes, Eddie Gadegi. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
a phenomenal talent.
Our boys ametujenga.
Like, that guy is like, he's so powerful. His presence is just on another level. And he's a Kenyan, or rather has Kenyan heritage, but he was born and raised there. And right now we can claim him, but in my mind, I think that he thinks of himself as more American than
For
he
sure,
is.
right?
Yeah, than he is a
very
Kenyan.
likely.
So for someone like Eddie Gadegi, of course, it's different, because you were born and raised there, you have the papers. But if you're an immigrant, you're trying to go there, trying to marry a shosh to get papers,
Watch
It's-
some nyanyas.
You have to marry her first.
Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, there are people who do a lot of that. I have a friend who was in the States for, I think, close to a decade. And after the financial crash of 2008, he decided to come back. And that time, the Kenyans there were telling him, so you just go to Texas. Let me tell you, you can even marry your cousin, anyone with papers.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. It's a well-known thing.
Yeah, it is.
Especially the community in the diaspora, specifically in the US, they know all about that. You can easily just get married to someone, fake a cohabiting situation, because obviously there's going to be people who are going to be making like surprise visits just to make sure.
To
Oh, they do,
investigate.
huh?
Yeah.
They do, because they have to investigate before they finally give you, citizenship. And so, that's just one other scam that, is going on outside of the Somalis in Minneapolis.
Hey.
The Great America.
Everyone be scamming.
Yeah, so you have to, like, if you want to break into the States, in other words, what I'm hearing is you need obviously a place to stay.
Yes.
And then you need to survive while going for all these
Wow.
auditions.
Yeah.
That's if no one has called you and said, come.
Exactly.
On our time.
I have a friend, someone I really respect. His name is Paul Ogolla.
Yes,
Hey,
actually,
shout
I
out
was
to
about to
Paul.
shout it. I was going to say, I was saying him, and he went into the army or what?
Yes, I think he joined the Navy, or I'm not really sure whether it's the Red Berets. Yeah, but you know, if you have someone there, I think he had a relative who was previously there. And so maybe that created like an opportunity or a chance, because I think every artist gets to that point where you're just like, what? So it was just fame and no chums.
Imagine. Okay, guys.
Even in Kenya.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that it's possible for anyone to become rich doing only acting. Yeah, like when you look at the creatives in the space who are making the most money, they have stopped even identifying as creatives or artists. They're more content creators or influencers.
So you have to do acting and ask for transport.
Yes. It has to be you have to love it. Yeah, I think that's why I really appreciate comics, comedians, you know, because you know this is a hard art
true,
form.
yeah.
You know,
Same.
standing in front of an audience. Sometimes your jokes are not landing,
Yeah, no.
but next week
They might.
you're still there with new material. You know, and I think you can speak to this more, because whatever you're getting from the audience, it can't be compared to any kind of money you'll ever make.
Yeah, true.
And right now, when you look at someone like Dave Chappelle performing, he's not really trying to make people laugh. I think he already has like such a deep bond with his audience that people just know it's going to be funny. And a lot of his content right now is not necessarily jokes, but just talking about how ridiculous a lot of the situations in the world are right now.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that takes a human soul. And the problem with capitalism and what we put ourselves through just to make or to earn a living means you need to lessen the soul part of your being. You get
Damn.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And it's a difficult space to be in as a creative, because you know everyone wants to have money, everyone wants to be able to afford to live comfortably, but that's not necessarily the case, you know. And when you think about all the creatives who have ever existed in the world since the beginning of time,
Cavemen wakichora kwa cave.
we are the luckiest, because at least we are like the 0.010001% of creatives in the entire human history who have been able to monetize their craft.
Yeah, you're clearing off the craft, man.
So even if it's like a 1500 bob,
Hey.
like a 20k, most of the people who came before you, the people whose shoulders you're standing on, they probably never had a chance to make that kind of money.
Imagine.
Yes.
Ondiek nyuka
Nyaka
quote.
quarter.
For the love
At
of
least-
the game.
Yeah.
So some Ogolla ali go from acting to the army. But I guess
Yeah,
he's
to
still
the
short
Navy.
term.
I haven't seen him doing anything.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
before he left, wasn't he on a big show on Showmax? Like just before he left?
I would need to look that up.
Like what's the one? Is it County 49 or what?
Was he on County 49?
He looks like he was a lawyer somewhere. I saw him in a suit.
No, he was on Crime and Justice.
Oh, Crime and Justice.
Yeah.
Sorry, Crime and Justice is
He
the one.
was, I forgot his character name, but yes, Paul has always been a fantastic actor.
Are you guys still in touch?
Yeah, yes, of course, on Instagram.
Do you guys do long WhatsApp calls?
No, not really.
Check it. So, unaendeleaje bro?
Unaendeleaje kwa Navy?
Huku mambo ni ile ile.
No, but nothing wrong with that.
The thing with Paul, here's an interesting story about Paul. I was with him on my very first stage play. It was a church play at All Saints,
Hey.
written by Koa Jagero.
Hey, shout out Koa.
Yeah.
That's Jagero.
And
Yeah, I remember.
yes.
That's what his name Kitambo.
Yes.
His name Kitambo was Koa.
Send him some play.
Yes.
Oh, poet.
Style.
Yeah. Jagero wrote a play about the story of Paul. And Paul had this character that at some point he was supposed to go into like a dance. It wasn't supposed to be, over the top. It was just supposed to be a dance. He's happy and he's everything. The first time we did that show, he did a whole Michael Jackson routine.
Damn.
And it was perfect. Yeah. Even the guys on stage,
They're like, what the heck?
we were now watching. And Paul, at the time, of course, Jagero is of course upset. Paul, why does Paul keep doing that? No, why do you keep changing that? We're in a church, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But Paul was just like, me, I could feel the audience of falling asleep. And we had still an hour to go before the show, so I needed to do something.
Yeah.
And the first time he did
He's
it.
reading the room.
Exactly. And the first time he did it, the audience went insane.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
You
And
guys-
that was like a selling point for the rest of our shows.
Yeah.
For hey, you guy, there's
No
this
boys.
guy, Kuna boys finally he's like, this guy is like a smoke. Hey, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And every time he kept doing it, he would go a little bit more over the
add
top.
more, add more,
Add
more pelvis.
Yeah.
The first time I saw him act was on. I used to do narration in plays at Heartstrings. So the narration
yeah.
where in the middle of the scene you
Yeah.
come out and do jokes.
Yeah.
So there was a scene, Nishike had just occurred.
Yeah.
So remember the video, Kina
Yeah,
Bien were looking
Nishike.
jacked.
Yeah. And oily
Yeah.
and shiny.
So he was doing
Yeah.
the jacked part. So he's there, with oil and stuff.
Oh, so you had to shika him, huh?
Well.
Take it.
Tell us more.
So it was him and another guy who was pretty chunky.
Oh, jacked, okay.
So the lights would go off from Paul, then he'd go to this other very fat guy.
Yeah.
Oily. But I like the way he looked like when he's on stage, he's on like
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah,
Not
Paul.
that of he's forgotten even what's happening around.
Yeah, Paul goes all in. He goes 100%. One of the best professionals I have had the privilege to work with.
Oh, okay.
So, shout out
So did
Paul.
you guys meet?
We met. Yeah, during that first musical
oh,
that we
okay,
were
that's
doing.
why you-
Yeah, at All Saints Cathedral.
Oh.
So at that time you were looking up to him like he was a more experienced actor. in the
He was
field.
definitely more experienced because he was doing a lot more heartstrings plays. And at the time, I had only one play under my belt, the Groove Theory. I don't know if you remember,
Yeah.
not Groove Theory,
Yeah.
the Mavuno musicals. They used to be
Yes.
called.
Tricky. Do you know me? I've stage handed for Mavuno.
Oh,
Yes,
wow.
one time I stage handed.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Kanji Mbogo Initiative.
Yeah, Christmas.
They used to do village musicals. That's what they would call them. So they would do one for Easter and one for Christmas. Yeah, that's actually how I got into acting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Were you an actor in Primo high school?
Yeah, like my skills were shit back then, but
You started in Primo.
not Primo, in high school. In high school, it was more of like a mistake. Yeah, because, okay, you go for funkies, and then in our school, there used to be a rule that whenever you go out, you have to come. And when you come back at the next assembly, you have to read a report.
Which school was this?
This was St. Mary's School, Yala.
Okay.
Shit. Oh, you had to do a report.
Yes.
Okay.
So whoever is the leader of that, so if you guys went out with straight talk,
Yeah.
or if you went out with a maths club,
Symposium.
yeah,
Yeah.
someone has to come back and give a report. So this is what we did. We did like an exam with them.
That's
Our
crazy.
students came out, blah blah blah. So there was a time we had gone out. Of course, me, I was not in maths club. I was in straight talk.
Yeah, if we couldn't tell.
What a surprise. Who would have thought?
And so when we get back, the way students are scrambling for me, I'm not the one doing it because you have to do it in front of the whole school at assembly.
Ooh.
And so it was like pushed upon me. I was a Form 2 and the Form 4s were like, yeah, this guy seems like, and he's from Nairobi, so
Yeah.
he's English.
It's qualified.
Yeah, so I went there, fumbled, and then immediately after the assembly, the drama teacher came to me and was like, what's your name? What games do you play? I'm like, I'm in rugby and basketball. Come, don't go to games today. Yeah, come for the drama rehearsals.
Okay.
Yeah, I went there nikanyang'anya mtu namba.
Ayayay. Sasa anakukaa ulienda na nyota yake.
At the time, it was proper animosity because he was immediately told, now you're the understudy. This is the guy who's going to be saying those lines. And the drama coach was just like, dude, you can do it. Yeah. So after that, I started noticing, oh, wow, okay, you mean?
Yeah.
And at the time, I mean, sports was difficult, man, because of the province we were in. Like competition was always tough because there was always Kisii boys.
Yeah.
There was fucking Maseno.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck Maseno, man. I mean, not in a bad way, but you guy, Yani, they would always be ahead of you in everything. They beat you in rugby, they beat you in basketball, they beat you. What do you mean? By the time I was joining St. Mary's School Yala, we had just, like the previous crop of students had just beaten them at the nationals for rugby sevens. So we were the current champions.
Yeah.
That's when I was in Form 1. But it irked them so much.
Yes.
That it never happened
Again.
During your 4 years.
During my 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually that year that we were defending champs, we only made it to the nationals because we were defending champs. But at the provincial levels, we were not performing at our best because it was Maseno and then Cardinal Lutunga beat us as well. So we were like number 3 and they were like, because you're champions, you just have to go. But qualifying, you guys have not qualified. But Maseno was they were just so fucking perfect.
Hata masomo bado
because academics, basketball, and in basketball, I don't know if this is true, maybe it's not, but sometimes you show up and you see guys with beards, with chest hairs.
Yeah, apo, for real. For sure. Apo, you know what you saw. It was correct what you saw.
And that time,
the same age.
That time, you guys, definitely this guy is not 16,
he's not.
17.
Yeah.
But unaona tu my beards, and then they dunk over you. They're just like you're over there with your balls, their balls in your face. You're just like, wow.
You're like, these balls don't smell like a 16-year-old.
Yeah, it's like they smell like men, like farmers.
Yeah. How do I say wamta?
Crazy.
So they would beat us in everything: rugby, basketball, academics. And that's why I say fuck Maseno. Not in a bad way, Maseno alumni.
Fuck Maseno, coming straight from the underground.
Fuck all of you.
Yeah. So you all didn't have anything you could claim? Science,
Riz.
Or Riz.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Maseno were like, they were known. They were known for avoiding babes.
I think they are focused.
Yes, because they are
That's why
focused.
they were good on all these other
Yeah, like
I was quite distracted.
Yeah.
the way. Yes, it's
You got
focused.
something, man. You're cooking, bro.
Like,
So hapo ndio mlishine.
Yeah, hapo nayo lazima mwashainia because the way sometimes schoolgirls come and they are all over like hanging out waiting for Maseno to arrive.
Yeah. Okay.
That time they've come to your school.
Damn.
Yeah, but they know Maseno Maseno boys are coming, and the babes are just like, you know what? We will wait for Maseno.
Shit.
The thing with Maseno, they would be herded out like sheep by their teachers, basically limiting any kind of interaction with the babes or with the girls. So immediately math symposium imeisha, endeni mungoje kwa basi.
Yeah.
If it's lunchtime, go drink your soda and your half loaf.
Yeah.
And your chroma.
In the bus.
Yeah.
And so we took advantage of that, because after a while it just becomes, wale vijana wako na maringo. But I think it was just like those strict school policies for Maseno.
Yeah, I think it was very strict.
Yeah, so their boys never like indulged in, ati funky, extracurricular
Chit chat
activities.
Do you know anyone from Maseno right now who's in your field? And how are they doing?
This is like the next season.
Do I?
So, this is
No, really, to flash forward.
yeah.
I don't think I do. But I do know that Costa.
Costa was in Maseno.
No, he went to St. Mary's School Yala.
Okay.
At some point. I'm not sure he finished there, but he did go there. Same with Nick Quach.
Oh, shout out Costa, shout out Nick Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, iko na wase.
But how was school like in Yala? Are those good memories?
That was fucking terrible, man.
Hey,
All the way from the get-go.
Fucking hell. What?
where were you coming from? Your primary?
Yeah, I was coming from Nairobi. So
Umekumbuka trauma.
Flashbacks.
Ame flashbacks some trauma.
you know when your parents have such high hopes, they know you're going to perform well in your KCPE. And wanajua hatutatafuta shule.
Taitwa.
Huyu ataitwa.
Kuitwa tu. Si ndio?
KCPE imekam, yani inatengenezewa food.
Hey.
Venye inatengenezewa ma food, ma toast, ziko na pork
Jam.
prawn, ziko na everything. Things I never saw during my entire life in primary. But during KCPE, nilipikiwa every day in the morning. Naona madhangu ameamka, ameshughulika, ametengeneza vitu kwa toast nini.
For your nini?
Yes.
Psyche.
And even before that, those papers from Sunshine, papers from sijui tumia hizi revise. They keep buying those things. I think she was expecting like a 380 onwards. I ended up getting 346. For a while my mom was trying to convince me to repeat. Yeah, but my dad was just like, fuck that nonsense. He was just like, yo,
We move forward.
we move.
Yeah.
We move, and my dad was very realistic. He was like, listen, Brian, me, I know people who didn't even go to school and they're now in jobs and positions. My dad was always for the belief that, look, whatever is being measured in this school is a very tiny part of who you are, what your potential is.
Your dad should have talked to my dad.
And talk to the entire country.
So my dad was like, no, there's no for repeating. Why? If this is what he got, first of all, there are people who got like 150 or even less.
Right.
It's true.
So with 346, this is above average.
Yeah.
Out of 500, this is above average. So we just find a school.
So
That time.
Did the smokies and sausages continue after that?
No, of course not.
Hey.
Yeah, my mom was on a mean streak, because she was, I think I really dashed her hopes. But so, I'm chatting with, of course, I'm using my mom's phone at the time, chatting with friends who are also waiting on calling letters. I get calling letters from schools, I got a calling letter from Highway.
Okay.
But my mom was just like, day school?
Hi.
Day school?
Oh, it was day school at that time.
Yeah, so my mom was like, no, you're not going to a school in Nairobi. I didn't know that that's what she meant when she says you're not going to a day school. What she meant was you're not going to a school in Nairobi. Yeah, but put that in a pin because it's going to come.
Yeah.
So I'm texting with a friend of mine called Mwendwa, and Mwendwa is telling me, I've been called up to a school. I'm like, which school? St. Mary's. I'm like, what? Okay, of course Mwendwa had like 417 for something out of 100. So he's one of the top performers in our school. So I'm like, it's fine. Me bado sijapata shule, nikipata nitakushow. And then, January goes by. Your parents have not told you anything. You're getting your calling letters. You're showing your mom. Your mom is just like, okay, And then one day she comes back with a calling letter. She tells me, you're going to St. Mary's. So I immediately ask her, give me your phone. I put my SIM card. I tell Mwendo, we are coming. We're coming. You guys, I'm coming to St. Mary's. Kumbe it was, anyways.
St. Mary's Yala.
Yours was Yala, yake ilikuwa ya pale Mudhangari.
So then I'm thinking I'm going to St. Mary's, Nairobi. I'm asking him, like a few days later, I'm asking him, did you buy a jembe? Did you buy a hockey stick? What about a mattress? And a metallic box? Hauna hata metallic box. Akisema hapana, mimi nilienda tu.
Alikuwa sha report.
So I'm like, ala? Okay, I don't know. Mimi nimebuy hizi vitu zote, but kesho ndo nakam.
Mzee mlitishwa jembe.
Sometimes alikuwa shule yenyewe, you're really building your future.
Quite literally.
No, singenge.
Jembe, panga.
Yeah, it was a requirement. A jembe, hockey stick, a panga,
Shit.
a metallic box, and a mattress. So I'm like, okay, fine. It's tomorrow. I think it's because my mom was still just, on her mean streak. She was really upset at my performance. She didn't really want to tell me which school I'm going to. In the morning, naraushwa at 3 a.m.
3.
Damn!
Guy.
You guys all this time you're still...
You're just chilling.
No, at 3
You have
a.m.
no idea.
I have no idea.
But
But I'm suspecting because I'm like, hey, 3 a.m. ni mapema. And then when I go...
But this is on the day of.
This is on the day of admission.
Jesus. See, hakuna preparation.
Bana.
So I go, I take a shower, chap. I put on my clothes, just kawaida clothes.
So like
my mom
form
is like,
tumeishia.
carry the jembe.
Beba jacket. I'm like, okay. I just put on a jacket, I get in the car.
guess
But
it's cold
then
outside.
when I started to get hints, I'm seeing my dad's briefcase, one that he really liked traveling with. He liked like squeezing all of his things in there and just like,
Yeah.
so I'm like,
Ameweka jembe pia.
kwani mnaenda ushago mkishani drop?
Oh God. So meanwhile, you haven't seen any documentation of this.
Nothing. So
Your box is not there in the back.
mimi ndo nailod kwa gari ya mzae napeleka box haya house help anasaidia madhangu nini kila kitu imeisha haya ingieni tuende tutaki kuchelewa mimi nimeingia kwa moti nimeingia because of course it's still dark.
Yeah.
I pass out. When I wake up we are past Nakuru something. I'm like what? Kwani St. Mary's iko wapi? So that's when I actually ask my mom, kwani inaenda shule gani? And she doesn't even answer. She just takes the calling letter from her purse
And gives him.
and hands it back to me like this.
At the back of the moti.
Because mimi nimekaa nyuma. So nikaifungua nikaona St. Mary's School Yala. That was the first time I was ever hearing of a place called Yala.
Okay.
I was not like the kind of kid who grew up going to shags. So I just knew it was uko in the bundos. I was so depressed. I just went back to sleep. Of course, because dadu nini. I was so crushed.
Yeah, I can
Yani
imagine.
nilirudi tu kulala na mama machozi tu zina.
Yeah.
I'm just like
You will not believe this. You will not believe this.
Mko Nakuru.
No, mimi sio kuna njia ya kupitia jembe hapo.
But you guys, that is heartbreaking.
Oh, that's
yeah.
heartbreaking.
We get to Kisumu by like midday. By 2 p.m. we're in the administration block. St. Mary's School Yala, shining everything everywhere. That was just a terrible day because we get in, I'm like, Mom, sina uniform, sina anything. She's like, hizo zote zinauzwa hapa kwa accounts clerk.
Okay.
Yeah, we go to the accounts clerk.
Kapimwa waste.
Ananipima tu, and then that time you have to change in front of the accounts clerk. And wanaongea tu kizaka wakisema, kijana kwani hutaki kuchange? Kwani unadhani hatujaona nini huku?
Tumeona kila kitu.
You guys, that is a rough.
Yeah, so you try out the ninis.
The trousers.
They're looking, yeah, nitoshi nipengi.
Were you already a tall kid?
I was lanky.
Okay.
Yeah.
But taller than the average kid.
Yeah, for sure. But my chest was concave. I was very weakling, No blue band every day.
Yeah,
very, very, very soft.
Soap.
So the disappointment, I'm just in a state of trying to accept the situation.
Yeah.
And then they have to leave. So as I'm now being ushered into the space of the school, because it's the administration block, and then you walk in and then you see the entire school and guys are just jogging. Just like, what the fuck? It's it looks like a
military
base.
camp.
Yeah, guys are jogging. Like you're not allowed to walk anywhere.
Shit.
Yeah.
We had that stuff in our school.
Yeah.
Movement by running.
What the
Yeah.
busy?
Hakuna kutembea.
That you're moving with purpose.
Yeah.
So anyone moving with purpose can't be walking to where they're going.
Damn.
That's crazy.
So I noticed that, and so I stand there in front of the entire school, kinda, and I'm standing there with my box and my mattress. So the teacher who was taking care of my admission gets 2 students, and they're like, carry this box and this mattress to the dormitory called STAM. And the teacher tells me, wait for your dorm captain here, he's coming. So me, I'm standing there just watching. And then I see someone with beards again and chest hairs. And he's just yelling. Form 1 and then clubs. Go to clubs. I'm just like, what the fuck is clubs? You know, in my mind, I'm thinking, what the fuck is clubs? And why is he holding a belt?
Yeah.
Why is he whipping students?
Oh my God.
And
Trauma.
he notices me.
Just standing around.
Since you are tall, I'm up here.
I don't know,
You're
just
already
because I was just
changed.
standing. Yes, I'm
Yes,
changed.
you're
Like, I
standing.
look brand new.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, it's new. Yeah, you know that shirt that's really white, it's almost looking blue.
Mamas like this, yeah.
Nimesimama hapo tu namwangalia, I'm like shaking in my boots, just like, is this guy coming towards me?
Yeah, he is.
Form 1!
He is.
Form 1!
He is.
And he's approaching me, Form 1! Form 1! He gets to me and he unleashes a belt on my back.
Oh my God.
You got the physics.
And he's like, kneel down, Form 1. Why am I talking to you and you're not answering to me?
Oh my God.
Which club are you? I'm just like, first of all, what the fuck is clubs? That's what's going on in my mind. But my entire reaction was just, as I'm going into my knees, I just wept.
Your folks had bounced by then?
As I'm weeping, I'm looking behind. I'm seeing the number plate of my dad's car as it's
Epic.
driving outside of
Into
the
the
school
horizon.
compound. Outside, they've left you.
And at that moment, like,
And at that moment,
it was to become
You knew. You knew you were bad.
About that moment,
you know, it's settled. It's settled that, you know what?
You fucked.
You're fucked.
And
This is
it's
going to be a rough 4 years.
shit.
I'm over there. The only person who saved me was my dom captain, because he almost immediately, as soon as my knees hit the ground, my dom captain shows up. He was like part of rugby. So he comes with wearing his rugby nini. So he's like, yo, ni form 1, boro unamharas. I get up.
Amefika tu saa hii.
Who was that guy?
The dom captain.
But
No,
my-
the guy was hitting you. Who
He was called the captain of clubs.
He was a prefect,
Oh.
He was a
yeah.
prefect, basically.
Oh.
No, he's supposed to whip everyone.
That's what I was finding out as well.
At least he whipped you. He whipped you once.
Yeah, me.
Hey, it was once, but even my own dad has never hit me with a
Day
belt.
1. Damn.
Day one.
Hiyo belt naishika tungangane bro. Hey.
Unajua hiyo time unamwangalia unajiuliza huyu ni mwalimu.
One akona ndevu.
Akona mandevu na chest hairs.
Aya, huwezi piga bishana na yeye.
Unajua as a kid me had never seen chest hairs
Yeah,
on
true.
people who are students.
Yeah, true.
So I'm just like, this guy has a full beard on his chest.
Damn.
Beard on his chest.
And I was like, but he's wearing uniform. What's going on? I'm like, and I don't know if it's for everyone, but me, I remember when I was in Form 1, I remember the Form 4s being much more
They look
rugged.
big.
They look
Yeah.
bigger.
They look old.
Old. Like some of them, you're looking at them, you're like, oh, you'll repeat maranga.
Yeah.
You know. And I'm taken to the dormitory. I'm being given like a brief, you know. So this is where you put your box.
He didn't even address your whip on the back.
No, that's normal.
But how did this
Okay.
guy know you're in his dorm, though?
He's the dome captain.
He was waiting
So
for him.
he was sent. The
sent.
people who took my box and my mattress were sent to get him because he's the one who has the key to the dormitory during games
because
time.
you're okay.
Yeah. So he comes. He opens the dormitory. My box and my nini were outside. They help me carry it in. They show me, so you'll be a pilot. Pilot basically means watu wanalala juu. This is where you put your box. And that time I'm still just sobbing.
Yeah.
Just like,
Yes.
stop crying.
Oh, he was a bit of a chilled guy.
He was a very chill guy. He was in Christian Union.
Okay.
Praise the Lord.
Yes.
later after anze kutembea mbele yako.
Have you ever noticed some of these guys we see on day 1 when you forget their faces? I don't know about you guys.
Yes.
Like there are so many things happening that you
Yeah.
forget the faces.
So
of
much-
some
so
of the
many
first
emotions.
Impressions, yeah.
Yeah, akaniambia tuende CU.
Kasema zi.
Nikaenda CU na nikaokoka.
Oh, hey, hiyo siku.
Day 1.
Yes, because something like the fear
Alijua.
that belt
Yeah,
put
yeah.
the fear of God
Of
in
the
me.
Lord.
So by the time I was arriving at is anyone wants to give the life to Christ, I was already too willing.
Cheki, and Jesus
Did you weird enough hata mimi I okoka in high school. You too?
No, me.
Oh. Me okoka in high school as well.
Crazy.
But I guess high school is weird.
Yeah.
But you're a
He's a
stronger
man.
man than me,
He's
man.
a-
Because minili, okay, I didn't go through that. But minili took you too. Yeah, man. It was like, fuck this place, I'm out.
Ulikuwa St. Mary's?
No, I went to some school called St. Patrick's Iten.
Iten.
Yeah, man.
Nice.
Nilipeleka usiku.
Usiku manane.
Yeah, I was taken to some dorm. You guys, that was a horrendous experience.
You're traumatized a
I was
bit.
very traumatized, man.
Yeah.
But you
even
made
me,
it through.
The first high school I was taken to, I think 3 weeks.
Kai, ilikuwa gani high school?
Ilikuwa ushago, man. Tunakunywa uji asubuhi. I was traumatized, man.
Kwa shule gani?
Ilikuwa ingine inaitwa Ngida
Ongenda girls. Ongenda. Sio kwa green ama?
Green.
Yes, Ongenda.
So it's close to our ushago. So my mom nilikuwa nimeitwa Ngara. My mama kwa like shule za Nairobi. Hakuna mahali unaenda.
It's like wazazi wetu wanatujua.
Kasema Z.
Nilifake ugonjwa. Alafu huko they don't take you to hospital, they send you to hospital.
Yeah.
So niko like no problem.
By yourself?
Yeah, by myself.
Shit.
Mimi I know the stage. Nikifika shopping center. Nilifika hivi shopping center. Nikakuja nikamwambia mother kama ni day school nitaenda. Kama ni mali nyingine unataka nini? Lakini huko wacha niache masomo. My dad alikuwa like huyu si aliitwa shule, wacha twende hiyo shule aende huko. So eventually I went to Ngara.
Damn.
Alikuwa na about 340.
Hey, I love how you believe in me.
Here's the thing about high school. It was quite traumatic. But in a very weird way, I think I needed that. Just
the shock.
Yeah, the shock, the realization of
checking life ingine
inaanza. Because I realized I grew up in, because my parents weren't doing at sijui crazy well, but they were definitely not struggling.
Well, where did you guys grow up?
Greenfields.
Who's that?
Near Donholm.
Yeah,
I mean,
like I know Greenfields.
Yeah, it's Islando, but that time it was Greenfields for oh my gosh,
nice.
Yeah, it was very yes, it was very gated. It was very and so I really it takes of course perspective, especially after you're done with Form 4. You see, enyewe ulikuwa mteo ma blue band. Ulikuwa tu umezoea asubuhi ukiamka unapata kuna Weetabix ama blue band ama mkate ama iko na jam.
Jam.
Yeah, and
I'm feeling at home.
Yeah, I'm relating. Check it diet.
And so I think it was at St. Mary's School Yala that I finally got an opportunity to meet and to make friends with people who are less privileged. Because I had a friend named Jackton. Jackton was a sponsored child. He lost his parents at birth.
Eish.
And even by the time he was now getting to high school, it was because he was extremely gifted, like intellectual wise. Like he was extremely gifted. And he ended up becoming one of my closest friends because every day I would just look at him and just be like, "What? You don't have a dad and a mom." Me the way I would be getting depression during visiting days. Ati hakuna mtu amekuja. Jackton did not give a fuck. Anajua hakuna mtu anakam. Anajua the sponsors are not even in the country. They usually send money, and when they do send the money, a teacher usually calls them and says, "Yo do tumekuweka kwa accounts clerk blah blah blah." And it really allows you to make more room in even your own perception of the world. And it opens your eyes to things like independence, how to make friends.
True that.
Who are the kind of friends to make. And I don't know that would have happened had my mom not insisted on me going to a school in Shags.
And I feel like it broke her heart kidogo also.
For sure, because
I think
look you in the eye.
our relationship shattered during those 4 years. Like there was a time she came to visit and I was just like, it's fine. The way people keep coming to tell you, bro, unaitwa on visiting days. Mzazi wako amefika. I was like, nah, fam, mi niko huko baki, mwambie ache shopping hapo.
For real, you guys?
Became hugging.
Kwanza after Form 2.
In Form 2 and now you got into your own like...
Form 2, kuna urui flani iliingia, especially after an episode with like a prefect. Because he wanted to beat me with a Bunsen burner. And I just remember something in my mind shifting. What was his name? Was his name Jakana?
Jakanga we.
No, so there was, like Form 2s are supposed to mop the DH. And it was a Friday, and Friday we usually eat beans with ugali. And that's when mopping that place is like
Messy.
it's the messiest, because you know the way beans have like a smell. So I didn't show up because I was feeling unwell. So lights go out because there was a lights out at like 11 p.m. But everyone who mopped the DH pushed all the ugalis and the beans to my portion, to my section. So this guy is coming to look for me, because he knows in the morning if the teachers find that there, it'll be a mess. So he finds me after lights out. It's like ameingia kwa dom, anaanza kushout, where is Brian Ogolla? Why is this Brian Ogolla? Anaonyesha mi hiyo time nasikia ma temperature, nasikia nika malaria fulani na kama like I was legit sick. Manze amenitoa, and right outside our dormitory was a hockey pitch. Amenipeleka hapo nje, nimevaa tu game shot and though that game skate, so it's like cold. Ananiambia ni kneel down ati nilale chini, nataka kunipiga na Bunsen burner.
Your pipe.
Yeah. Ananiambia kneel down, si kneel. Like nilikuwa na feel a willingness in my mind to kneel, but my body was refusing.
Checky, he's begun to believe. He is the one.
So
Let's go.
So he slaps me once, and I slapped him back.
Damn, motherfucker!
And I slapped him hard.
Yeah.
He felt it, eh?
He felt it.
Yeah.
I think he was really surprised. And me, I just straight up ran. I ran to class because I obviously knew I couldn't sleep there. And I went to my classroom. There's like, you know, in the roof, the whiteboard.
The ceiling.
There's usually a kanini where you can need for you to get inside
there. There's like a shimo.
Yeah, nikaenda hapo nikalala kwa hizo mavumbi. Yeah, mapanya nini niko tu hapo nazo.
Yeah, I don't care. Niko na
and that night I was just like, you know what? Hata hii malaria imeisha.
Hey.
Check it. And then after that night,
he
became Harvey Dent.
I was different. I went to the dorm. I picked my mug, my plate, my spoon, tissue paper, put it in a backpack, and that's how I was operating in the school. Because I knew this guy was going to be looking for me.
Time,
so I knew if it's during class time, he obviously doesn't have the time because even him, he has class.
He's in class.
So unajua atakuja kunitafuta places kama DH ama dorm. So I limit my reasons to go to the dorm, and most people you'd go to the dorm to get your mug or your plate and get things from your box. But now I had a backpack.
And to
so
shower.
anytime, and I would see him and be like, ameingia na hiyo mlango, hata nikaingia na ile. Ameingia na, and he really wanted to like, you know, avenge. But by the time he was catching up with me, fam. I just told him, you know what? Hii leo kama to fight. Kama to fight. Because he eventually during games time tulipatana naye akikuja anataka kunichapa vile amenishika mashati mi pia namshika mashati. No, it had to take now people to separate us. So I ended up just getting punishment. Tukaambiwa tutoe nini tree stump. Wow, that was fucking terrible.
That's hard work.
Yeah, that took us like 3 days.
What's that?
Tree stump from the ground, you know, with the roots and everything, so you have to dig around it and then pull it out. You know what kazi ya kupewa say.
But after that, fear for another human being,
it never happened.
Left me. Even now when I bump with cops or someone who looks intimidating, I'm just like we toa gun ndo niingie baridi, but kasi jaona gun ama kisu ama kitu kaa hiyo, I like something just shifts. And I don't know that would have happened had I not gone to that school. Yeah, because and it also now teaches you, look, no one is coming to save you.
It's you
and you in this school. And when you start operating like that, you notice even the kind of friends you start attracting. Yeah, because that's when people in basketball are now approaching me for like, okay,
respect.
Yeah, because even now basketball are telling you, hey, you should come and try out. I mean, you're tall and everything. Tunaona uko na unini
kichwa ngumu.
Yeah, umekuwa mrui sasa, like, you know, and then a few suspensions here and there.
Oh yeah, just a few. But you were not in the wrong, no?
I mean,
why you?
The suspension cheat said was involved in group sex.
Ngoja kidogo hapo.
It's the same.
You're good?
Yeah, I've had issues.
I'm good.
Just space, ama?
No, in overheat.
You want this?
No.
So, how about your mother? How come the relationship was sort of not getting better?
I mean, of course, at the time you don't know that you're just being immature.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But
But
what was happening at the time?
It was I was really trying to lobby for a transfer.
Or from that school?
You know.
Were you those people who are like na transfer next term?
Yeah.
Transfer next term. Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, so I would just be telling students, me huku hapa
Sikai.
mi hapa hapana.
Me, I know.
Nyi muendelee tu.
But maybe.
ati mnasoma alafu ng'ombe ziko hapa nje zinaletwa zina graze.
How?
Practicals is
You know,
Mnaishi
I was
aje?
like, hii ni shule gani?
So agriculture wanachimba
Yeah, and so it got to a point. This was like during my suspension, especially. After that suspension, I was just like, you know what? It's done. Sasa tumekuza, the deputy amesema I can go back to class, but you know I can't stay in this school.
Ulipigwa sas juu ati group sex.
Okay, so
Hey,
I was in
who
basketball.
explain your part?
I was in a basketball team, and there was a student who used to live in one of the teachers' compounds. She was in Nyamninia Girls Mixed.
Okay.
So every other day when she's walking from Nyamninia, she has to come walk into Bashira.
Lazima sema na accent, Nyamninia.
So can I even remember her name? Jeez,
Yeah,
but
but
for the sake,
okay.
let me not.
Nyamninia girl.
Yeah, so the Nyamninia girl is walking, and every time she walks into the school, she has to walk by the basketball court.
Yeah.
So that we kind of started sending her for chapos every Friday because there was beans in school, and no one wanted to have beans with ugali.
Yeah.
So every other Friday we would send her with an order, and she would probably leave in the morning because we would make like orders for crazy amounts of chapos, such that she has to deliver them as she's coming out of school.
Yeah.
So akitoka shule anapita kama amezipik kama ni chapo so ama chapo so mbili.
She was killing it.
But hizo ni mingi though.
Kuna mtu tulikuwa tushakizana naye hapo, tunamwambia si tunahitaji chapo so mbili because hiyo time unazibai 10 bob ukiziuza 20 bob. Because nyinyi ndio wase wa baki huko chini, most people don't. Mkiingia DH mnashangaa na hizi chapo zimetoka wapi? Of course it was contraband in the school at the time.
Yeah.
But that's what we would do. So hizo so mbili, of course kuna mtu atachukua 50 aende kuuza zake 50 mwingine hivyo. So so that's how that's how we got to start interacting with this Nyamninia babe. So one day, season is out, the basketball season is out, but I'm just over there at the basketball court just shooting hoops, just trying to and she happens to walk by and she calls me over and she's like, yo, so I'm having this kind of like a hangout because season is out, tumemaliza exams, we're waiting for school to be out.
Closing,
na unajua kwa second term nilikuwa tu
ilikuwa ndefu, yeah.
So
been a good year for chapels.
so she tells me there's like a hangout and it's happening this coming Friday. Alright? So mimi nilikuwa nataka ukam because mimi niko na mabeshte wengine wawili watatu wanakam so that we can make it a nini. And so you guys know there's a teacher, because there was a teacher who had just passed on in our school. So she was telling me her mom, or rather I don't know if she was living with her mom or her aunt, the accounts clerk at the time, was traveling for this funeral. So it was going to be
utakuwa open.
And at the time, I'd never had sex before.
Uniform. Yeah, this is serious.
So, what was I going to say? No.
No,
Of course not.
How?
So I was like, count me in.
Yeah.
Count me in.
Yes.
I'm coming.
I'm coming to come.
there in a few.
You know, and I don't know, like sex at that age just seemed like this.
Yeah, true that.
Yeah, and you know, like there was a lot of sensitization around HIV and all of those things. So the next day, I faint. You know, like I fake a temperature and get a permission sheet to go to the to the township clinic. Just so that I could pull some free condoms.
At least those things were working, bro.
Yo, I get there, of course you're in the bundus. Hizo vitu zimeisha.
Aziko.
Cause watu wa mtaa of course washazimaliza. So unaenda hapo angalia ma condoms aziko. Hauna pesa ya kuba hiyo trust kwa duka. Na ukibuy trust kwa duka mtaa mzima imeambiwa usiuzie watu wako na uniform certain things. So I just go back to school and I'm like, you know what? Kuna ingine nilikuwa nimeweka kwa wallet. Hiyo ndio itabidi.
Hizo days.
Nilibuy I think nikiwa class 8.
In the 60s.
You know the way you buy.
Kuna picha Kenyatta.
Yeah, you know the way.
Cheki Kenyatta kwa hiyo CD check. Nimemage na pesa.
So iko tu kwa wallet, so I fished it out and I'm like, why? Of course it had expired by then.
Yes.
But I was like, you know what? This
You'll
is
have
my.
to do.
You have to do.
You gotta come through, bro.
Nikaiseti kwa wallet, nikaisunda. Najua ni kesho. Haya. Kesho imefika. Najua ni night preps niliambiwa ni show up usiku time fulani. In our school, during night preps, guys were allowed to go use study rooms. But you had to leave your name with the prefect so that when the teacher comes in, you can say, Bashir amenda study room, amenda geography room. So I tell the prefect, of course una pretend your time unajifanya uko chini ya waba, you're trying to act, don't act suspicious. In your mind you're just saying don't act suspicious because you're excited.
You're about to bounce off.
Check this guy knowing the desk. How does the cervix look like?
Let me see the fallopian tube.
Okay.
So I tell the prefect, I've gone to the geography room to study. See, I go. I chose the geography room because it was very close to the fence of the school. So
strategy.
Nika geography room nikapata hakuna mtu. Perfect, because sometimes you find people, so it becomes difficult for you to sneak out, for you to hide your books. So nikaingia hapo kwa ceiling place tu, najua watu ingianga saa zingine kujificha, nikarusha vitabu zangu hapo nikaziseti. Shati nikaitak ndani hivi.
Freaking prison break.
Bana.
Because ukiwa kwa fence na venye shati zetu zilikuwa white, ukiwa kwa fence mtu anaweza kuona akiwa mbali, ule si ni mtu anatembea. So you have to hide the white part of your
the collar.
So nikafunga collar, kapiga sweta ingine ya juu, nikatoka nje geography room, nikaanza kutembea along the school fence because the house was right near the fence. So if you walk around the school, you'll end up at their back compound. Si nimetembea nimefika. Kufika. Jeshi ya mtu 6-7 iko hapo. Wanangoja nje.
Wametaka shati pia.
Sisi wote tumetaka.
Oh, it was not just you.
It was not just me. Kumbe udem alipeana form kwa kadhaa. So we are 5 people outside, so there are 2 people inside. Mimi nimepata watu nje.
Unajaribu kuingia na kuambia panga.
Tuko wengi.
From what?
No, but this time I was in form 3.
Okay.
So I'm looking at what's going, because kuna ako ka heartbreak because you're like, wow.
Yeah, I thought it was just you.
I was the one.
Chick, who this nigga?
I thought I was the one.
He's a man.
Because I know them ameni headhunt.
Ameni hand pick.
Ameni hand
I was
pick.
not special.
Kumbe I was not special. Watu wako hapo hizo wana discuss hizi condom hazitatosha. I'm just like,
It's a bit to improvise.
So what was happening? When did you find the chick? Did you see the chick?
now there's commotion because there's already 2 guys inside.
Okay.
The 2 guys inside are from Force.
And
they are like muscling their way, like basically bullying their way, saying, hey, so they're inside with 4 chicks. So this babe had already invited like 3 other babes. I think there was supposed to be more babes who were supposed to arrive, but something happened. They didn't. So now there's too many men.
Many men.
Many.
Guys out here discussing things, condoms,
Logistics.
the probability.
Chekifanya sema acha nivae yangu kwanza.
Sekata tupime kwanza.
I swear I'm not even kidding. Guys over there saying labda naweza iosha tu ukishamaliza. And you know, like, it's embarrassing because, you know, like, I don't know, like, when you're that age, there is something about sex and the promise of sex, and even for adults, you know, the promise of sex kind of warps.
It drives you crazy. This time and era.
We were just, you know, like, sex crazed at the time. So, me, I lose hopes because obviously there's that heartbreak for, wow, you mean I wasn't special? And then the way, you know, it keeps getting noisy. That one for guys, we can't afford to be this loud. Someone is going to notice something. Exactly. So, may decide, okay, you know what?
Yeah, what's going on in your mind?
In my mind, I'm thinking there's no way you're going to make it inside that house. Yeah, and even the babe who has invited you has not even seen your face.
True.
She's still trying to deal with these 5 niggas out here. So I'm like, you know what? Just take the L. Maybe you guys can panga for tomorrow night because the teachers will still be.
At the funeral.
Back.
Only piga hesabu poa. Aliakaribisha kola.
Lazima sasa urudishe kola.
Hata mkinishika. It's not matter.
Karudi kwa geography.
Nikarudi geography room.
Na ukaanza kusoma.
Kusoma gani? Siku hapo unalamba wound zako kwa just like, wow. These guys must be having
the different types of rocks. Check it rock hard.
And then there's me.
Kuna difference ya line ya chakula na line ya kukomonga.
By the way,
line ya kukomonga kuna social distancing by default.
It's true.
But at least, yeah.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah.
Huwezi karibia boy wako sana.
Yeah. At least only, yeah.
I end up like just I completely just like chorea that story. The weekend goes by. The problem is now on Sunday, because that was happening on Saturday night. On Sunday there are whispers all over the school.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Unajua kuna wase walienda teachers compound. Walikuwa wameenda huko kwa accounts clerk. Bana. Nasikia kuna madame sijui nini. So utaki kujishughulisha but unajiingiza tu kwa hizo story ukisikiza like ati really. And you know the way I just knew the way our school was the walls have ears, man.
It's true.
Monday assembly comes.
Aya.
Tumepiga assembly tumedhani hiyo kitu imepita. Before teacher on duty at dismiss assembly, tunaona deputy amekuja hapo. The following boys need you to report to my office immediately.
Yeah.
Joel Otieno. That's how she would
Shout out
talk.
Joel.
Yeah, that's how she would talk. Joel Otieno. Brian Opanga Ogolla.
I even knew you were attached word.
Yes.
But you went.
The people who were snitching didn't have the details. So just like they gave a whole
the
list.
The mall was there.
Shit.
Do you think they could there?
Definitely.
They
so.
Yeah, for sure.
Wait.
Kwanza tufike.
Chiki mimi nilirudi geography. No CD.
Aya. Si tumeenda hapo kwa deputy's office tunaambiwa watu wanaenda classes, the you 3 remain, the rest of you go to class, mnakujiwa. Disciplinary anawaambia tutawakujia kwa class. Sure enough, first lesson Monday morning was double chem. So tumeenda huko kwa lab. So from the lab you can see you have like a clear eye shot to the administration block. And I'm just in class with my Joel Otieno person. And we can just see that's Mr. Henda. He's coming. The disciplinarian. We look at each other, we're just like, okay, we are fucked. Me, I just started closing my books. Because I knew by there, you know what?
Yeah.
This one, there's no for denying.
Yeah.
You went,
So,
but you didn't, Nini.
And Joel? What about Joel?
Even him, the thing is, me, I didn't see Joel there that night.
And
apparently, after I left,
it's when you came.
more people showed up. Like between 3-5 more people showed up.
Okay.
So tumefika hapo, nimefika kwa deputies napata wanaume macho zimenyanya, wamekuwa wakipigwa. wakilia
Guy.
wamekaa hapo chini kama maabusu
On the ground.
Naona familiar faces and faces I didn't see. I was like, Allah, wapi ulikuwa huko? Nikaingia kwa deputy's room office. Naona tu mapera ziko hapo.
Mapera.
Mti ya mapera. Ile bado iko soft. Aya. Ukaniambia, kneel down. Kneel down. Nikakuwa tunasikia mlikuwa mmeenda kwa teacher's compound. I don't know what happened. I just found myself saying yes.
Aya.
Wewe ni mtiaji.
Nikasema yes. I went.
Check it, that's when he believed. He is the one.
John alikuwa tu like tunakana hizo. Alikuwa tu like yeah, come on.
So nikakana. Sikukana, sorry, nikakubali. Nikasema yes, me I went. Akaniambia ulienda kufanya nini? Na ilifikaje? Nikawaambia the whole thing.
Aliniita kwa basketball court.
Yes, nikamwambia nyamnini ya babe tumekuwa tukimtumanga chapo.
Ulipenda maka chapo na hoja kuuliza.
Nilimpea context everything because me I knew, you know what? This is my time to transfer on this school because I was like I finally have found myself in enough hot because I was like now that I'm in this mess, let me just nini kabisa so that wakinipea suspension ikuwe indefinite. Nikienda home malango hana choice. Sasa mimi nikaamua niseme ukweli yangu. Mimi nilienda but nika leave out everyone else. Kasema ulienda ulipata mtu? Hapana. But nilikuwa nasikia watu wakiongea huko ndani, nikasikia hapana, na nikagonga mlango, asikufunguliwa, mimi nikarudi kwa class.
Bas.
So I told them that whole thing, how she's the one who need.
Alikutisha picha yake.
Kumbe this babe had given a different story. Of some forceful things that had happened.
Shit.
So that's why it had now become a big deal, a case, because when she was approached, obviously by the person she was living with, the person who was working at our school, she obviously had to find a way of denying it. And I think she said, a couple of half-truths and some of that. So yes, so mi sikuwa najua story imefika hapo. But wakaniambia, first of all, Brian, umefanya poa sana kusema ukweli. Ingiza kichwa yako hapo. Kuna ka room kwa desk ya deputy hapo. Unaingianga tu
haga inabaki hivi.
Haga inabaki huko nyuma hivi. Mapera. Kusema wewe go back to class.
Okay.
East squad yote ya watu walikuwa nje, walikuwa wamekana. They had denied.
So you're the standout guy.
So I was the one who said, by the way, mimi nilienda. But they were like, unatudanganya. You must have seen someone. Kasema mimi sikuona mtu yote, but I went. And I did. Yes. Na kaniuliza what were your intentions? My intentions were to have sex, hopefully.
Oh, for real?
Shit, but then I think that honestly saved you. Ulipata mapera tu kadhaa.
Cheki nilikuwa nenda kuko monga.
Wow.
Because I just told her straight up, me, I was hopeful that something like that would have transpired.
Yeah.
Hadi nikaonyesha my expired condom in the wallet. Yes. Nikamwambia ndio hii. This is what I wanted to go ahead to do. Yes, they took it.
Exhibit.
Wakaiacha hapo kwa meza.
Wako na expiry date of like
mimi si nimerudi
class.
Nimerudi double cam. Naulizwa niaje umedismissiwa. Nikamwambia mimi nishasema ukweli. Apparently wakasema punishment ina follow. Labda walikuwa wanataka kutafuta more tree stamps whatever.
Yeah.
So me I figured no suspension. Fuck.
You're broken hearted.
Yeah, bana.
But
I could try again.
Hii kesi ilikuwa imeenda mbali sana because before I knew it I didn't know what was going on. There was Mariamu ya Makarao. Imekuja shule imepaka hapo mbele. That time double cam imeisha. mi nimekaa kwa desk yangu naona gari ya mapolisi imekaa hapo.
Ilikuwa imescalate.
Naona hiyo jeshi niliacha huko wenye walikuwa chini wameanza kupelekwa kwa
Mariamu.
Yeah,
Guy.
that's crazy.
mi pia nikaitwa.
Sikusha absolviwo.
No, si ndio witness na
Apparently
kutoa statement.
historia haiko imefikia nini? Haiko imefikia
OCS.
no principal.
Oh.
And coincidentally, on the day that this happened, there were 2 students who had left the school to go to the clinic, the dispensary, and they happened to pick up a gun on their way.
Where? Wow.
Ilikuwa tu waliokota tu, it was completely happenstance.
That's crazy.
So mi nikiwa na Mariamu nikojua najua hii kesi imefika mbele. Kumbe this OCA, this cop car had come to first of all figure out history gun, but the principal was using it as a tactic to get these guys to
Stusha y'all.
To open up and admit
To sing.
Yeah.
Guy.
So because mi pia nilikuwa hapo but nikasema wewe pia juu ulikuwa wewe pia ingia. So nilienda nikajipata nimekaa hapo. We never left and we were never taken to the police station but
you were inside.
Tulikuwa taa hapo and it got the desired effect.
Yeah.
You guys said singing now.
Kulikuwa na mapingu.
Sindio.
Mmekaa hivi nyi wote.
Mtaongea.
Kama maabusu.
Mtaongea. Yeah, for real.
Nilikuwa nimeenda kukamanga holiday moja mimi ya girls.
Difference ya gangbang na gangbangers.
Bashir.
So we eventually tukaambiwa tushuke turudi hapo and then the suspension cheats were now being written.
Oh.
Anytime you're suspended they have to come search your box nini wakanipata na ma contraband.
Contraband gani?
Chapati.
Nilikuwa na matchbox.
Oh, na matchbox ilikuwa nini?
That's the thing. I can't remember how it got in that box.
Yeah, it must be someone else's.
No, that's honest to God because me hata stories za sijui kuvuta vitu hizo nilianza after my 20s.
Yeah, so it can be.
So I think it must have happened on, because there are times when I would use it on holiday. There was like a, those the baruti things that you would make with spark plugs.
Spark plugs.
I know that.
You know that thing?
Unajua ni engineer.
Yeah, you put a wire, you put kiberiti, and yes, and then when you hit it against the wall, so that's how I ended up like mistakenly putting one matchbox in my school bag, and because that particular time maybe I don't know why they didn't search me properly. So by the time I got into school, that's when I realized shit, it could go up. So I just dumped it in there.
Okay.
I never expected.
Found kiberiti.
Bullets.
What else?
No, they found
expired condoms.
They found a palito.
Oh, palito
What
as
the
well.
fizz is that?
Cheki, you don't know palito?
No.
Cheki palito ni ile radio. Uju your radio Maria Prud.
It
The
was
one that, it had 3 buttons.
Yeah, it was like a
And then you
radio.
had to you switch to the FMs and then
Yeah,
it was a
could
dope thing
catch
to have in high school.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
a dope thing for you to be listening and telling
yeah,
people.
kuna earphones unasikiza ma radio.
Nairobi kumeenda hivi. Yeah, mi niko in the
Yeah.
I was saying news.
Yeah.
So obviously there was just like kwa suspension sheet ikaandikwa hivyo was involved in group sex because now
You wrote that.
they wrote that.
Why did they write group sex? Because of the bash.
Because even the babe was not telling the truth and some of the boys were not telling the truth about what really happened in that house.
True.
The babe first of all did not want to say what really happened in the house.
But let me ask.
But the only way they figured it out was when guys now decided to say the truth, they said it wasn't just this babe who lives here that was here. There were other babes.
Oh, so there were
So those other babes, because Nyamnini was just down the road, they had to be fetched.
Okay.
So those other babes were the ones who came and they set the record straight because they were like, oh, this is what happened.
But did any of these niggas come among those chicks?
I think so. I think
So,
how
did the
could
chicks-
they
That was
not?
their
Kwanza those
agenda.
Form 4s.
And then did the chicks get shikwa?
Beards on their chest.
On their
Walishikwa madem?
Arrested? You mean?
Yeah, arrested.
No.
They're
I
just there
don't
to
think so because they
corroborate.
didn't say they were forcefully.
The babe just said there were some guys who tried to force themselves into the house.
Yeah. She didn't want to.
She didn't want to say that
Yeah,
she's the one
it's
who
a bash, yeah.
invited these guys.
Yeah.
Or she's the one who told us to show up because she was trying to have like a nice shindig.
Yeah, true.
But once the babes came, they set the record straight, and now the babe was forced to now just come out clean and say, yeah, it was my idea and blah blah.
It's a
blah.
bash.
So now you're sent home with a group sex. Imeandikwa group
Charge.
sex.
I have it at home.
Na mama.
Umeiframe.
Madhako aliona.
Kuona group sex.
Your time relationship yangu na madhangu imeharibika. Every time we close, I don't go back to Nairobi. I go to my aunt's place in Kisumu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I just called her. Ilikuwa nani hizo simu za jamii?
Yeah.
Called her. I was like, yo, send me like 200 bob. I need to get to Kisumu. I've been suspended.
Yeah, she didn't ask nothing.
Umpati chance.
Like that's all the money I had.
Because akiamua anaweza amua apige hiyo simu jamii muongee for 1 hour akikukemea.
Akikupasha.
Nikamwambia tu suspension mimi naenda Kisumu 2 weeks. Chap. Best 2 weeks of my life.
It was your auntie cool?
Very. But that time my auntie had passed on. So my uncle was the one who was there, but even my uncle looked at the suspension letter and
My son.
He was like, hey, shout out.
like aliangalia tu akafunga akaambia mmeshakula.
Upewa chakula. Walikula.
Like he avoided that story. And so I had to wait. Which I think that's why it was really fun, because as opposed to going to Nairobi and being in the same house with my mother looking at me with judgment for Brian.
Yeah, how could you?
Groups.
I was there with my uncle. Condom.
And my uncle was not giving me pressure. I was just like, have you had breakfast? Me, I'm going to work. There's food there. Nini. I'll be back at a certain time. Me, I'd get the basketball, go to a certain court, and I nested there in Kisumu, and just hoop most of the day and come back at like 6 for most of those 2 weeks. So the day before I was supposed to go back to school, my mom comes to Kisumu. But before she gets there, my uncle first decides to talk to me about the
suspension.
Because now he was just like
The group sex.
yeah, and he had a very real talk about. For me at the time, it just sounded like bullshit. Because I was like, what do you mean? He told me, Brian, unaona hii sexy mko obsessed nayo.
Si kitu.
Kuna time utaikula
Utaki.
hadi sasa utaki. Hata kama uko na wife. And you know, he was having a real like man to man conversation for like even married people. Kuna watu kulana hadi wakulani anymore. Hii sio kitu kubwa, hii kitu hii sex mna nini hapa. So usikuwa ni kitu ya siju kuharakisha. Mimi sitakuuliza nini ilifanyika.
Lakini
your mom is coming, madhako akikam mtaongea mfanye kila kitu. Akaniambia, you know what, even your cousin, you know, she was suspended for, you know, some weird things, being caught with pornography or things like that. So I was just like, what? That happened with my cousin? So he was just like, you know what, these things are normal.
Or trans in the family.
So I was just like, okay, sawa. But my mom comes and she read it. And niliona pressure kwa macho yake. Niliona pressure kwa uso yake. She was just like,
she was livid.
Like I think she was now trying to consider is he gay?
Wangeandika hapo group sex with a woman.
Yeah, because when you go to an all boys school,
then it's group sex.
And then it's group sex.
You're
like, who are you guys CXing?
It's the other boys.
It sounds like it's other boys.
Cheeky bate, man. But yeah, that is cool. And your dad, what was he saying?
My dad did not want to deal with that. He was like, me, I have to pay school fees.
Yeah, let me go work.
Focused on
like
the...
Mom will be like,
My mom was the only one. My dad only showed up during one visiting and prayer day for Form 4.
My dad too.
Scale boys.
My dad did that as well.
But my mom came and I explained to her the whole story, because she was like, you know what, Brian, when niambie tu nini nilifanyika. What happened? Nikamwambia kuna mdem fulani, mdem mlipatana aje? Ni maneno ya chapo. Chapo. Wewe unauza chapo na nimekupeleka shule ufanye masomo.
Chapo.
Niko like unaambia mom, yo 100 bob neza withdraw every week uisha by the time I withdraw. Because you know, your parents would be forced to put money in the accounts clerk. Almost like a bank account. Then every Thursday you're allowed to withdraw only.
So your limit is a sock.
Unaweza kumeacha hata 5. But unatoa tu so.
Sock bana.
Ndio nyinyi wote mse mwingine asishine na nyinyi mwingine.
But kulikuwa na wase walikuwa wanaficha do. Kuna wase walikuwa wanaficha do kwa socks.
Historia ya bazaar ilifala kwa sababu bazaar yeye ndo akona cash ya kila mse. Unafaa understand bazaar na run kama bank. At no point did the bazaar have all the money for all those students.
Exactly.
You can only withdraw is because
it's part of the
scam.
Amekelea ido yenyu kwa biz zingine.
Yeah.
Overnight lending.
That's true. Because there are days utakuja hapo upange line muone tu mlango inafungwa. Hiyo do imeisha.
Anakuambia ati yo
Masozi imeisha. Basa kwenda bank.
Let me ask you guys a question. Nakumbuka Little Boys when wali strike wakafanya nini? One of the most publicized issues was and ilikuwa made sure na report ni waliingia kwa ofisi ya bazaar na wakaiba sijui over 1.0
Yes, mado.
Yeye anafikiria hiyo story. Hiyo do haikukua hapo. Bazaar akasema ni aje tunaweza declare hii kama two losses but hawana hiyo do.
They perpetrated
it by sana. It's the same thing that happened to like your story group sex it happened nikiwa search. But ilikuwa ni hawa sasa wamepanga because it tulikuwa mix school. Wamepanga na mademo wao asubuhi waende classroom because hakuna sana kustop 4 unaweza ingia daro usome. So since search iko na madaro mingi I think walikuwa like from one block kona fulani
Komonga record
3 beds. Hiyo day this means on September. Sikuwa na mademo.
Oh
babes, sorry. Okay.
So kulikuwa na wase watatu. So mimi nilikuwa naishi Chemba hiyo time. So Chemba ni like kuna like cubes and then kuna Chemba penye ni like 2 people. So mimi nilikuwa dom captain hiyo time. So msee mwenye alikuwa hapo like the head boy. So naamka asubuhi like at 3 or 4 because nilikuwa nafanya my own illegal activities kama kushika simu but kuomonga yenyewe mimi sikuwa nakuomonga.
Of course.
As to illegal.
Boy wako mwenye adawahi amka asomangi.
Ameamka.
Na mmoja umedunga hivi fiti unaenda wapi? Tunaenda kuchambua.
Chambua ni kusoma.
Alafu naona kwa watatu. So walikuwa washapangana wapatane mazee kwa hizo madaro sasa. Wapatane and then they've been doing this for a while. But you know,
wow.
Me actually
Wakutilia.
the whole night that's when nipatana nao.
Yeah.
So imefika saa 3 asubuhi. Tumeendea uji yetu hapo down. Kila kitu tumekunywa uji. So as we are going back certainly like the dining iko hapa chini, stairs from 1, stairs from 2, stairs from 3, from 4 uko juu where now it's like still the administration block. So tumepanda mazee I think nilikuwa hiyo time around like form 3 ama I think nilikuwa form 3 nilikuwa hiyo block ya juu. Ukiingia hivi staff room nilikuwa hapo juu. So na mazee boy wangu hapa head boy haya madem kulikuwa na dem mwenye alikuwa head of like environment. So alikuwa na kia sanatorium. Head of environment, madem wengine watatu and then they've been separated sasa. Na hiyo ilikuwa like I think nilikuwa form 4 ilikuwa just before KCSE. Like it was such a big deal because it was the first time like head boy ambaye pigwa like suspension expulsion.
Damn.
I went and like I actually hosted one of the girls when alipatikana because the teacher was like a principal in another girls school. So when alitoka hapo akakuwa accepted huko. But now since usharejesha kufanya KCSE hapa, they had to get a house outside Sacho. Like there's a place called Zikabartonjo.
Wako wakikamtu wakido exam wakienda.
Because they already registered. So they're not students. But they go
wameregister hiyo kufanya exams huko.
Escorted out. Whole saga. And me for this story yote mimi niko like biologically like that is the age where you are like mostly sexually active.
Wow.
Like I won't even like in high school that is like the height of me. So when I was hosting the graduation of that me because the mom was there and she's like a principal, she understands it. She's like,
right.
You know, my daughter was wrongfully expelled and all this shit and it's like why are you targeting people? Like it's like it's just your natural like,
exactly. They should understand.
Like, it's so natural. And then to the point where if you are caught with letters, we used to call it pairing.
Letters.
My love letters.
Pia wasiwa pia wako na utiaji.
So you see what happened to you? The way like your uncle so it.
Wanaweza kuwa na tuaribia nini?
Kuna pesa yangu alishikwa mazee chemistry lab na dem mwenye akuwa very impressive.
Nyati.
So
ni mtoto wenyewe unaita nyati.
Pana nyati ndiye mwingine alikuwa chuo yetu.
So
Still.
Alikuwa na mapua kaza manyati. Yeke yote ndege.
Ni mtoto wenyewe ndio.
No, Maseno alikuwa anamuita nyati. Mimi nilipata kitu nyati. But kuna mzee mkomongo nyati.
So if you're suspended,
Kukomonga
you have to come back
haimaanishi
and do like a whole case.
Yeah.
So
Mbona ulikomonga nyati?
venye alikuwa ameenda home, like mzee wake hapo amejama, like pairing also kwa
wow.
But when walirudi kufanya kesi, so tunakuja na mzazi wako, tunakuja na mzazi wangu.
Right.
So mfika wa kwanza. So mzee wake alikuwa sawa kwa like at least sometimes like at least kijana wangu na.
Eh, bana.
Jam at all.
Checky is not of the game.
Until I order them.
Checky wish you was of the game.
What's that show? Yo. Wait. No, that's the good thing about going to going to school in Shags, because you get so horny that like
It's crazy, bro.
like looks.
See the same.
Ati looks, that's being shallow.
Really?
Bora kona skirt na kona shape.
But I don't think it's a Ushago thing and a Nairobi thing, because me I remember like Ngara kuna place kwa kona. Any wacha niongee tu.
Wewe sema tu.
So like, Ngara is a small school na iko downtown, like literally after Nairobi River ni
But it's a boarding
Ngara. It's boarding. So kuna place ingine like kuna barabara unatokea Sarakasi Dome.
Yes.
Hiyo njia. So kuna place hapo kando like tulikuwa tunahepa classes, unaenda unakaa hapo unaangalia tu. Me I'll say for myself.
Yes.
Form 3 na form 4 I used to go and just look at guys.
Yeah, just people watch.
Hata mtu akusukuma mkokoteni.
Yes,
like,
ndio.
wow,
That's
so
therapeutic.
muscular. Unajua, so it's not a Ushago thing.
Like you were looking for like fodder for like
Like you just
Shuffling.
remember how
for
guys,
nini,
you know.
for
your-
Unaona kiswetu uko like
For your nini,
imagine
for your
how
mind
it
bank.
smells.
Did the chicks used to chopper in the bedroom, in the dorms?
Chicky, me speaking for myself, I was too busy being depressed to be thinking about chapai. Me was in Liburu, first of all.
It's cold, eh?
Yeah, it's cold as hell, and plus I was,
Which
you know,
school is this?
Loreto.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And plus you're thinking of like checky, puberty is happening, and then my dad who had just recently been retrenched, so now we are poor.
you're worried.
So I had so many other things happening before I got to that.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Oh,
me
okay.
I kufika hapo.
How about you guys? You guys used to chopper in the dorms?
Chopper what?
Beans.
No, man, I don't even remember that.
come on.
Oh, for real?
Like, actually, quite-
Even other chicks.
Okay, me
No, you personally know.
me personally, like, yeah.
Okay, once
But
in
like,
a while.
Check him,
Mkoko yenye iko na avocado za machakos.
No, actually, I think I've mentioned this. Like, me, I got to
Just
find
left
out
for
about
one
that.
Oh, way
about-
after.
Wait, like
Oh,
some
yeah?
years ago.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Like in
Yeah,
high
okay.
school, I was just excited.
Raw
like,
dogging life.
Okay,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
But that's
I
quite
miss
interesting.
that.
Check it, lucky
Yeah,
you,
I
lucky
just
you.
wanted to see, man. I'm just like, guy.
I thought it was just us, man. I thought it was just the
So what happened, Manze? Did you went home for what happened after the suspension? You were
When your
welcome
mom
back
came
to
to
school.
Kisumu,
So she comes, she gives me a whole 3-4 hour lecture.
Wow.
Just like, you know what, go to sleep, tomorrow we're going to go back to school. So we go back to school, and the deputy is just like, you know what, I commend this guy because he's the only one who
Yeah.
Oh.
Honest.
For real, by
Was
the
honest.
yeah.
I'm
So
sure you guys are like, fuck.
yeah, I was like, fuck,
Stop commending me.
you know. And they were like, if it wasn't for him, we would have suspended him indefinitely.
Yeah.
I was like, fudge it. Yeah, so
So I'm not transferring.
exactly.
Imagine.
So my mom is in there, and then the deputy says only one thing that has to happen before he goes back to class. Mama Brian, you have to beat Brian.
Yeah.
Maybe
But-
they feel like your mother's not beating you or something.
I don't know why she said that, but
Why would they propose that, man?
yeah, and my mom was like, oh,
Hey, is that
Yeah.
you too? Let's try folding her sleeves.
Check it, your mother. Check it.
wow.
Alikunja kwa.
Alikunja kola for real.
Alikuwa tu like
So she
silent.
fixed you.
Madam alishika hizo mapera akasema
Yeah.
Ilibidi uingize kichwa pale chamber.
akasema
Hivi ndo tunafanyaga huku ukaingisha kichwa.
so unajua hapo ndo sasa deputy anaanza kusema naona uko wangu ukimchapa because my mom is telling me to get. I'm like
Check it.
you know the way you can look at your mom for like tuko mbele ya watu mom. What do you mean?
Yeah.
But my mom was like no
Alikuwa determined.
this one even me I have to beat you brand because you know what mi nilikuleta huku usome hizi vitu sijui unauza chapo unafanya nini condom kwa wallet
Hata kama ni expired.
Protection, man.
hata kama you know that was my mom's thinking and my mom was like you know what I will oblige you
Yeah.
brand
Ukaingisha kichwa.
tulifight kwa hiyo room na it's not a big room you know hizo
You were happy.
of course
Aya.
and even the deputy noticed your son is quite shocked by that beating awe mchapangi
I think that meeting was more for your mother than for you.
I think so so mi nilitoka kwa hiyo room nikaenda kwa class immediately vile nimefika class nimeka hivi not 5 minutes goes by tunaitwa obviously my mom wanted me to go and say goodbye and sijui what I came back there and I was like that was when we were having now this conversation for the last time for like so aunitoe hii shule
Oh.
She was like nah.
akaniambia nikutoe hii shule aje na umebaki na 1 year
Yeah, it makes
nikutoaje we focus on masomo sitaki kusikia maneno sijui ya bla 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 bla
chapati.
Alafu akakuachia kifaa.
siku ngoja hata kumuitisha do
Ukamwacha.
nilitan na nikaenda unajua zile za kurushia mtu mkono nikataa na nikaenda nikarudi tu kupewa ile cheat ya umewekewa 1500 kwa basa hata shopping niliacha huko nikalipata tu nimeachwa shopping hapa tunaitiwa ni
uchukue.
nakumbuka nilikuwa nimejam na madhangu mbaya but you know like you grow up unamaliza form 4 unaenda home una realize kumbe home hakuko akupoa you know your mom was not like telling you everything that was going on.
She was organizing. Yeah.
You know how people walikuwa na hema things were not going well una realize you were just being a headache for nothing.
Part of the headache.
You know you were just being part of the headache for nothing.
So fast forward, did you mend fences with your mother?
For sure.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, she's my mom.
She's becoming
I mean, you know, like
With girls.
oh really? Because your mom is your mom. You know, like I don't know how to explain it. At least for me, I think I now see it.
Yeah.
I now see the way sometimes you don't know that maybe this person doesn't have money. But amejitoa Nairobi. Akafika Kisumu.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Afanye shopping. Akulete. Yes.
I think when we become adults is when we appreciate what
you realize like the sacrifices my mom made just to come all the way to Yala, just to see me and be like, I appreciated all of those things much later in my life, like in my mid-20s, and I was just like, wow.
True.
And your mom, thank you, because because there are some parents who, I don't know, parents are different. Me, I know people whose parents would just come with a newspaper and bounce once in the entire 4 years.
Those are the good ones.
I don't think there's good and bad.
Yeah,
But now,
it's just
like,
ease.
You are a parent, I'm sure. Like,
Reflected now.
Some context, some perspective.
Mtu yako ako na wallet.
Yeah, so like I think I do think about my son a lot in that context, in terms of
Old.
he's just 2, of course. Yes,
Yeah.
he's
Congrats.
yeah, and my son, man, like I now see how difficult that was for my mom. At the time I didn't realize this was not difficult just for me. But now being a parent, I know how difficult it must be to send your child away and trust that this is the best thing for them.
True that.
Even trust that they'll be okay wherever they're at.
Exactly. And even more importantly, doing the right thing especially with your offspring.
Yeah, ne? Offspring is the word.
Yeah.
One,
Like it takes, like you have to rise above the, because every parent has that feeling of, I don't want my child to suffer, or I don't want my child to suffer any kind of inconvenience. But there are some inconveniences that
He has to face.
they have to face.
Yeah.
Why?
Like you actually have, like the way some birds push their offspring off
the
the
nest.
nest.
Yeah.
That's for like you fly or you die.
Ne? Yeah.
A big part of parenting, I'm realizing, is that even just like things like screen time with my son. Sometimes you see just how much joy and the dopamine hit they get from like seeing that Spider-Man on screen. But you have to tell yourself,
Imetosha.
it's been 5 minutes, that's enough. You imetosha. You get. And it's difficult because of course the child is throwing a tantrum, the child is being sad and all of that. But now in retrospect, I realized that was not easy for my mom.
Yep.
With any of her children.
Yeah.
As we, when you're there, you think, umetupwa, umepelekwa huko ushago, hakuna mtu anakutaka, but it's not that. It's for Brian, because even my mom was telling me, I was seeing the kind of person you're becoming by class 8.
So,
Yes.
Exactly.
They can-
Like, unajua, I mean, it's nice to grow up in a space where you're never lacking. But it never really makes you appreciate or even create space for perspective. In terms of, kuna watu hawamkangi na blue band, Brian.
Yeah.
Kuna watu wako na 1 meal a day. Sometimes they
Kuna
have
also
even
amkangi na blue band.
wow, stop.
It's a prestige.
It's true though,
It's true.
and like it takes growing up for you to realize, like, some things only show up with time. So I am hoping that I have enough strength and temerity as a parent.
Kizungu. Kizungu.
Ilikuwa like, shoo.
Yeah, but I'm hopeful, and I am hoping that I will be strong enough to be able to do the right thing, because oftentimes doing the right thing is the toughest
Freaking
and the
hard,
hardest
yeah.
thing to-
Yeah.
especially when it comes to your child.
Child, true that.
Because sometimes you're like, hey, this is going to be a whole lot of discomfort, but you know what, Brian, you need it.
Tell us about that final stretch of the E1 year in Yelibaki. How did you cope?
Surprisingly well. After this suspension, I realized.
next year already.
Juni for real.
Like, I guess.
No,
I
I think after that I just stopped the whole
Settling.
transfer thing. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's true. And then there's something that happens, when you kind of you're now a senior student in school. You're the ones being expected to show leadership to the Form 2s and the Form 1s.
True.
You're now in basketball or rugby. There's a little bit of, two perks that come with that. The teachers are not as hard on the Form
on
3s
you.
and Form 4s,
Yeah.
especially Form 4s, because kwanza after first term, because I remember in our school, it was like religion. It was a religion for Maliza syllabus by Form 4, first term, you guys are done with the syllabus. So from second term to
It's just
KCP,
chilling,
it
pretty
was just
much.
grilling.
Okay.
Yeah, you just do 4 past papers, mna cram. So Form 4 kind of just like breezed by. I got an opportunity to now, but I realized, I stopped paying attention to chem when they were talking about moles.
That was amazing. When they introduced maths,
What's that?
both of my favorite news.
Yeah, so I was trying to like catch up with like especially things like that, because I realized, the thing that brought you here in this school, you've never done. I did that one just for staying in class and just stay here and pay
reading.
attention. Other than being forced to be in class, I never had like an extra urge to just go find out what are these things in the exam or blah blah blah. I was just like, just skate by, because I knew I was good at English. And when you're good at English, there are certain subjects you can't get below 50, like CRE, history,
English.
Yeah, so Form 3 went by kind of nicely. Form 4, it was just easy breezy. Tried to pay attention back on my studies. I was a proper D student from like Form 1 to Form 4. Yeah, I was a proper D student. You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah, a few E's here and there, but so when KCP came around and I got a B minus,
Hey, shout out.
that was the reaction even from my mom and my dad, because even them they were just expecting like a D plus or like a C, because my mom was just telling me a C plus iko sawa. You can go to like a Kenya Poly, you can go anywhere you want, you can go, you know. So yeah, it went well, you know. I look back, but now of course you think about your son and you're like, wow, I don't know that I want that for my son as much as I want an opportunity for him to interact with people from different classes and different walks of life.
True.
Okay.
You know, because it gives you an opportunity.
Oh, in terms of that, going to a boarding school like that.
Yes, going to a boarding school, especially going to Shags, realizing that not everyone is from Nairobi.
Yeah,
You know, the thing is, it's very colonial, the boarding school. Like the way they are, the homophobia, it's very colonial.
Yeah.
And if I can find a school that is not, you know, can keep the good things without necessarily having the bad things like prefects beating people.
Oh, man, you should.
Me, if I go back to school, I'm fixing all the prefects.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Ati wanaopiga na belt. That's crazy.
Yeah, it took like a whole new principle for that to be, you know, and even when they removed it, the head boys, and there was still some special privileged like prefects who are just like they could get away with it. Yeah, but by the time I was joining the school, even a Bunsen burner.
That's crazy.
Wait, what happened to Jackton, bruh?
Who's that?
From his story, man.
Jackson, I don't really know. I think
You guys were friends all the way through the 4 years.
We were friends all through the 4 years, but after Form 4, I didn't really know how to get in contact with him.
Okay.
And you know, it's difficult because me, you know, like you have parents, people you can borrow a handset and use like a SIM card and be but it was difficult to get a hold of Jackton. But I still try to keep in touch with, you know, a bunch of people that I went to that school with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and most of them are, they just say, it was a proper, you know, it's character development.
It is.
Yeah.
I think high school is for many people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It is. Wewe mazi, unajua itabidi turudi tuongee the rest of your career.
Hamjaguza career.
Yeah, mazi.
So many questions.
From four, sorry.
So maybe we can plug the podcast. Tell us about your podcasts, dreams, and whatever you're doing with the pods.
There is Cast on Q. We want to create a community for creatives, especially filmmakers. We're not closing the door on you guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Banner.
Yeah, but basically
Acting,
people in the film space and the theater space as well, just to hear their stories, their perspectives, because we are gearing up for big changes, and I think we need like a platform whereby we can rally the numbers and make ourselves like a legitimate union. Because you know, you realize the strongest union in Kenya is
Don't say I told you.
Not.
it's the border
Oh, is it?
guys. Yes, they have the most support for their members.
Yeah.
They have the best response for their members.
Yeah, they do.
And they have a justice system. I mean, fine, you know, a lot can be said about how they behave on the roads and everything.
Yeah.
But when one of them is hit, or when something happens, they can easily call their chairperson, and the chairperson shows up.
Immediately.
Scare.
Because yesterday we had Boda again, they was telling us, because now there's a difference. There's like people who use like apps, and there's like people who have like stages.
Yeah.
It's like when you're on the road, doesn't matter if like the Boda has like a boat logo. See that
It's a border.
That is my guy.
So they all stop.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's the importance of like unionizing, and we basically want to, you know, make the profession using Cast on Q as a platform appreciated and respected, given the due respect that, you know, artists need. There's a lot of sad stories, unfortunately, in our sector, whether it's guys who are still with us or guys who already passed. We would like for there to at least be better welfare, because that's all a union is. It's welfare of its members. So we want people to have a place where they can come, give their complaints, give their suggestions, give their feedback, and say, this is how the Kenyan actor can do better, or this is how the Kenyan producer can do better to make sure the actor is living a comfortable life, or is living a life that has dignity, because there's a lot of indignity in the space right now. Yeah.
Okay.
Who have you had on so far?
We've had a bunch of guests. We've had, of course, Mugambi Nthiga,
Shout out.
Julissa Rowe,
Shout out, Julissa.
Ella Maina, and
Shout out.
yeah. So we intend for it to be like a revolving door of guests.
Yeah.
Also, it's not like one. You can come a number of times.
Yes. Because
The
obviously,
issues are deep. And
yes, just like this podcast. Oftentimes, like we said, you tend to get into like the meat of the conversation at like minute 40.
Yeah.
So and oftentimes that's usually like when you have like an hour or less left.
Yeah.
And so then you have to get someone to come back on. So it won't be like a one-off. We want to keep going and keep encouraging actors to join the guild, especially screen actors. I think there's a lot of potential for screen actors in the comedy space right now.
Yeah.
I think Ty is already doing it.
Yeah.
Fuck Ty.
I think
I'm kidding. Shut up.
Shout out,
Shut up, Ty.
I think Bashir can make a really good actor.
Yes.
Yes, Jamal.
And I think it's just a matter of time, just like it was a natural transition for people like Dave Chappelle or Eddie Murphy. I think it's going to be a natural transition for most comics to just be like, okay, let's do a movie. Let's do a Coming to America. Let's do
Yeah.
No,
True
that's
that.
Yeah, so I'm hopeful, and I really like what you guys are doing in the comedy space. Just if I can do a detour, I really like what's happening because that's what I know is coming. And a lot of the people who made changes in Hollywood started out in comedy. You know,
Yeah.
And even Dave Chappelle, when he walked away from the 60M, you know, like these are all things that now people are looking back on, and it's urging people to one, ask for what they deserve, and actually, you know, treat me with the respect that I deserve
True.
as a creative.
True that.
Yeah, and what you guys are doing with comedy culture, it's so important because eventually it might not be a tree that you guys enjoy the shade of. It could be something that our sons, daughters enjoy.
True.
But eventually it's going to get to a point such that most people understand that's a comedy show. I don't mind paying 5,000 baht for a ticket or even more.
Yeah.
You get.
Yeah.
So what you guys are doing now might not look like, oh, it's, you know, but eventually it's going to get to a point whereby we're going for the comedy. So and so is doing a special. How much are the tickets? It's not even an issue.
Yeah.
We don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Ty said it very well. He said that like for us, especially if you are pioneers in any industry, like we're not here to make superstars.
Yeah.
Like we are here to create the culture.
Mm.
We are here to create the comedy culture. Shout out to like comedy culture.
Shout out.
Shout out to, like, we are here to create,
Hey.
like, sort of like, you know,
Structure.
You know, like a banger in the woods creating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the roads you walk on, there's some people who want to cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there-
for sure.
There
Like a
was.
highway.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, there's shout out to Manu. Manu is like
Hey, Chucky, one of the pioneers, man.
Shout out, bro.
Yeah, for real.
Shout out to Aman.
Receive your
Yeah.
I
Joyce.
used to watch Aman with my parents.
Mm.
Like that guy used to make me laugh because other than all these comedians, they were good. I used to like Amo. This guy was like on TV, but I'm sure.
Me, I never used to see much.
Yeah. But like,
don't know how you did it.
Because he talk about things that I can relate. He talked about his family life, his mom, me. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like that was my need. And like these are the people who are like they built the way, and I'm not like saying it as if like there's you can definitely like reap the me, but there's an understanding that you know what, like this is just an investment for the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, like just charge it to the game.
Yeah, charge it to the game.
Yeah, but we are creating some sort of road. I don't want to
Sure.
say pipeline because there's another.
Yeah, man. No, cheers. So how about the other personal pod?
I want to do a podcast on fatherhood.
Okay.
Yeah, I think after I became a dad, I realized there's like an entire side to being a man that I never had a single conversation about with my dad. Yeah, and and so I realized there's something that needs to be bridged. There's a gap that needs to be bridged because we need to be talking about our experiences as fathers for the people who are yet to become one. Because I think that would have really helped with my own dad, but we just never got the opportunity to. And the problem is a lot of these discussions they're very hard truths about being a man that I kind of get why my dad never spoke about them, because there are certain things that you just can't articulate until someone goes through it. There are certain things. Yeah, you know, like it's always better to learn from other people's experiences, but there's a time when it's impossible. There are certain things that you just have to go and do it.
Feel
by
it
yourself.
to know it.
Yeah, you have to go, do the thing, and now you'll be like, now you see why me and my mom always had domes. You know, like certain things, you know, and I think it's a great disservice that we're doing to like young men, and it's not just young men. I think even women, because there are women out there who need to hear these discussions about and need to have these discussions about their fathers and what their relationship was like and what things they think worked and what things people need to, you know, start having different conversations around. So yes, that's the podcast that is still in the pipeline, even though we've agreed not to use that word.
It's still in Ember.
Yeah, but yes, I definitely want to do a podcast on fatherhood. Yeah, it's just mad respect to you guys for keeping this up, because now I know just how difficult it is.
You told me today you've done 3 episodes, though.
Yes.
3.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
So yeah, we just want to keep doing it. See if there's any possibility of monetizing it. We'll have a side chat about that, Bashir. Maru. Yeah, so things like
It's a
that.
long game for sure.
Yeah.
But for you, it only has long game. Because sasa kuna manzige hapo watarukia.
I mean,
you guys, in 1 week you'll be at 1,800 subs.
I don't know. I want to bring on maybe I really want to have discussions with like the Andrew Tates of the world.
Which is fine, I guess.
Yeah.
The problem with the Andrew Tates of the world right now is that most people don't have the stomach for them.
No, there are people, but there are also people who don't have it. There are people who have the stomach who'll watch, but there are also other people who don't feel that.
Yeah, who are normal.
Yeah. But me, I think go for it, bruh.
Yeah.
Sisi tuko hapa if you need any support, you guy.
For sure.
If you need
Yeah,
support
Chiki,
us.
welcome to the podcast. Podcast.
Because everyone has been on the pod so this is obviously the
Sorry, so what's that pod called? Sorry.
Right now, I don't really like the name.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a different name.
For us to find you.
It's called the Dad Bod Podcast.
The dad pod.
The Dad Bod, like
Oh,
a
the
dad
dad
bod.
bod,
Like a dad bod, yeah.
Yeah, it's playful.
You already have a channel?
Yeah.
No, not yet. Yeah, but we're
okay.
about to start rolling the
You
episodes
can
out
create a
next
channel
month.
kabla hii pod itoke. Because hii itatoka kesho.
Tengeneza pod. Una choice.
Kesho kutwa basi.
Kesho kutwa basi.
No pressure.
Aya,
All right.
none.
I'm
None.
creating.
Yeah.
I'm creating
Because
it
it's just
tonight.
a YouTube page. So
Yeah.
guys will jump on there as
Yeah.
they wait for you to start this.
For sure.
your socials.
Brian _Ogolla. I fucking hate TikTok, but you can still find me there. I prefer Instagram.
Okay.
I use Facebook for news and
To poke.
But
And
you're also doing
talking-
like acting classes.
yes, I am.
Giving acting classes?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We
Yeah, even me.
Yeah.
so I'm about to start with my cohort for 2026. I
Okay.
already have like 5 students.
Okay. Shout out.
Just trying to get space for doing actual practical stuff, but that's about to happen because we've already secured 2 spaces. And so the thing is, I'm not trying to make money off of coaching people, but I do intend to tap into the next generation of like generational talent.
Yes.
Yeah, because as we're doing short films, because we also want to be doing like short films every other month, the people I'm working with as my students, I really want to be able to give them opportunities to like showcase their talent with short films and hopefully even feature films by the time we're getting to like 2027. Yeah, because I think that's also a gap that's missing in the space, because I think about my own path and my own journey, and it would have been amazing to have someone there who you can constantly be able to ask questions and consult with when it comes to an audition or how do I handle myself. And so when you subscribe to my service, that's basically what you're getting. And I also don't just want it to be just the coaching. I really want to create work opportunities for them. And, because that's the thing with acting. It only takes one good project. And once that is done, I no longer need to hold your hand. Yeah.
So how do we get in, bro?
You can get in by filling a Google form on my Instagram.
Okay.
Where you can book a free consultancy, where I basically have to assess you in terms of what do you want to achieve. Is this something you're passionate about?
Let me audition right now.
Zora!
Acha kunyosha hivyo.
2 loads.
You got me in like freaking Maureen.
But like this is why I'm really looking forward to working with comedians, because comedians understand something crucial about acting. Because a lot of their art form is improv, and it involves being in front of an audience. And the thing with being in front of a live audience, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but if you are faking it, the audience smells bullshit like that.
They can, man.
They zone out.
And that's the thing we notice, like the best comedians, even because I've met Ty, and that's just Ty. Like when you see him on his skits, on his knees, and so there's a really big part of the acting training that most comedians just eventually get to know because of how much they keep putting themselves in front of a live audience.
Okay.
The ability to just like relax, because acting is relaxing, and the comedians are the best people when it comes to relaxing.
Okay. Wait, Mazi, we need to close this up. See Brian Ogolla at Jim on Instagram.
Yes. Brian _Ogolla on Instagram. Lisan Al Gaib on TikTok. Lisan Al Gaib.
Okay,
how come?
Okay.
From Dune.
All right.
Yeah.
Damn.
If you guys have watched Dune, first of all, if there's anyone out there who has not watched Dune, please watch it. I'm just a big fan. Please watch Dune. Yeah. Then you'll understand that name. Lisan Al Gaib.
So we'll have you back, my guy.
For sure.
Yeah. I feel like you're an amazing storyteller.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, man.
Like, we're invested in that story.
I feel like you should maybe going forward when you do your Dadboard pod, like you just on stage telling a story.
Yeah.
With your couch or your seats. That'll be a killer.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
I'm definitely considering that.
So
Thank you.
Really need you guys. Tumeacha cliffhanger moja noma sana.
You guys can invite me next month. Don't want to be overcrowding this space for you guys.
No, but we need to finish the story. It's a series. How about we give it like 2 weeks, and then we talk about it again?
For sure. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, it's always a vibe hanging out with you guys. Thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you,
Thank you,
Dutra.
for real. Thank you. Me, I'm psyched.
Mary.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
No man, shout out. Thank you so much for making the time.
Thank you.
Shout out to you, Bash, for coming through.
Bash.
Gojo umejificha huko nyuma. Nduta maze kama kawa coming
Shaura
through.
kama dawa.
Although it wasn't very hard to get you guys to come for this particular one.
What do you think?
Check it, Brian. That's a guy I used to have a crush on in the 80s.
We want to do a skit. We have so many things.
guys are here on time, man. So that was dope. But we'll definitely do another episode to just finish up the convo. But meanwhile, jump on his podcast. I think you'll send me a link.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Okay, no, so man, you can zig hapo juu tu. What are we plugging? We have a show this weekend, right?
Yes.
Ashafunga mic.
Yeah, for the love of the game.
The love of the game, yeah. Yeah, so we are doing a Valentine show on the 14th of Feb, hapo Chemi Nairobi Laugh Bar. It's a very new, fresh idea that I'm trying. I'm doing it as a game show because I watch a lot of Steve Harvey and all that. You know, this guy. You are not the father. You know that type of like. There was like US went through a very like niche system of like there was just garbage TV that was like really good. Jerry Springer and all that.
And Maury.
I'm like, yeah, Maury and all. I'm like, I just want to bring that freshness into comedy. You're gonna be on the panel. Kisanga is gonna be on the panel. Hopefully, I'm gonna talk to Brian. He's gonna come through
We'll be in the
also.
audience.
Awesome.
Yeah, just no. Yes, mame tu hapo akae vizuri, so we attract more.
He'll be modeling.
Yeah,
Check it during the show.
yeah, but it's gonna be different. It's gonna be new. It's gonna be fresh. So yeah, come through. Tickets available at standupcollective.co.ke. See you there, 14th Feb, for the love of the game.
Hey, shout out to you, man. All the best. I'm doing a Dopamine special at I'll be Emmanuel Kisengani live at the Dopamine on 21st.
Yeah.
So tickets at standupcollective.co.ke. I'll be doing a mix and match of old and new stuff.
Nice.
The old stuff I'll be sort of evolving it into some new areas which I haven't pushed those things into yet.
Yeah.
So get your tico. Ndusa?
Sina maneno mingi, kujeni mutuone.
Yeah. Una plug nini?
My approved podcast.
Episode 3. How's it going? Umechukua fao?
Bado lakini episode 2 tumefikisha more than 1,000.
Hey, shout out.
At Spotify. yeah, so new episode, we've dropped it today.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
No,
Check
dope
out
stuff.
Yeah.
We're also doing our MCHANGA for FX30.
Ane.
We are doing Brian. We want to buy an FX30 camera. As you can see, we are shooting with an iPhone.
Okay.
This iPhone, we've done like 150 episodes on this freaking iPhone.
No wonder it's overheating.
Bruh. It's so we are making a big jump. We are leapfrogging the iPhone 17 and going
Straight
into a cinema line camera.
Yeah.
The reason is we want to do longer. We did a live stream where we had a similar camera. It didn't overheat 24 hours.
Of course.
And then also we have projects that we're doing. We do stand-up specials all the time.
Yeah.
People are always like, we want to see that video. But these phone videos are horrible in a stand-up setting.
True that.
So we're going to be shooting specials.
Yeah.
We have many ideas of skits, comedy shows that we want to do.
Yeah, more content.
So we will use that camera for that. Just to give guys context in regard to why I am so anal
keen
about the...
I was going to say keen, man. You have to go anal.
About the FX30.
It's
anal.
Yeah. So, okay, no, an FX30 is a very tiny camera to this brother. But, sasa tuko hiyo level.
No, but it's good enough.
No,
it's
for
good
still.
enough. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, jump on that. It's going to take some time or not. But whatever you can do.
Shout out to you.
Let's do it.
If you're supporting, man.
Yeah.
We appreciate it.
We appreciate it. There are a couple of guys already jumped on it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
That's dope,
I'm
man.
already seeing the progress. So the link for that is in the description. And new subscribers, shout out to you guys. We're almost hitting 12 mngwa. I think by the time we episode boys it dropped to 18,000 mngwa.
For sure.
Yeah, bana. Cheki you lazima li subscribe. So shout out to the new hyperventilating Mami. We'll have him back in 2 weeks.
Hyperventilating.
No, let's close it up. See you guys in the next one. Bye.
Shout out.
Remember to become a member of the podcast from $1. Hey.
Ni maisha, ni safari, tunapita.
Mr. Within, nimekufikisha hapa.
Wewe umekufikisha hapa, na umekula kabla siku 3 kifuatana. Hakuna
ngazi
niambia. Hiyo ngazi ni yetu. Hiyo ngazi. Tears of joy. Baba, unakula KFC. Lakini wewe ni wa cabbage, wa coastal. hizo ni zako. Nitema mafua kwanza. Hizi mimi saizi ai
in the going. Unajua the thing about me as a quarantine warrior. Tumezoea the long distance. Ona George mazee. Msewa udhamaki. Kama ni inahitaji. Ashachoka huko. Hajazoea yeye msewa short races. So mimi mazee na feel very energized. First of all mimi nimepiga from 6 to 9. Story ni mingi. Hata bado sijafikia jokes zangu zile mzuri. Hizo na
sasa hivi malo hanging tu tumeguza
no hanging. Hata hatujafika scratch surface.
So the 21 au utawalika
21 hours. Nikiendelea kupiga hizi mabika I think hydrating and then unajua uzuri mimi nilikuwa nishaanza kutrain kitambo. Hizi kitu nimeanza leo. So me I'm very ready. Shout out to everyone who's listening.
Like why is it? Where are the other guys? Salute.
Cheers, my dear. Salute. Beautiful shit.
Greetings from the county of Bungoma. We are at a joint here in Bungoma called Sana something. I'll confirm the name. But I spend the night here. My room is up there. I spend the night here because it's very green. Check it out. I spend the night here because I was with a friend of mine called Bashir, and I didn't feel like driving all the way to Karen. To Blondeti. This is the reception. And this is the area where we're having breakfast. All right. Looks like it used to be a house or something. Hello. Ndio nimefika hapa bana. Usingizi ilikuwa imeshika yake yote. Breakfast? Okay. Oh, my colleague asha kudish? Yeah.